so boring, it's almost funny.
Okay, that's it, dude. You're going back to the camp. That's it. You're going back to the camp, homie. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, dude. Homie's literally a scumbag, dude. Exiled. Can't even give me a second to eat my food, man.
Oh.
What? I feel that way about Kikyo talking about rubbing her feet. Wait, I haven't heard that one. Hey, I found some kind of weird disc. Yeah, that wasn't there before, was it? Oh, it's an elevator. 100%. So we don't have to walk all the way through the dungeon anymore. Beep, beep. ID confirmed. Initializing hover platform. Would you like to descend?
Huh?
Huh? So we can use this thing to get in and out of the depths? The depths. Message from the other workers. Access to floors below B2 require authorization. Beep, beep, beep. You may use the hover platform. So this was once a gigantic facility and Graham used to work here.
Right.
Don't know who built this whole thing, but this should make it easier for us to get around. Come on, let's try it. Off to B2. Yo, thank you, Midna, for 16 Prime. Appreciate that primer. Hope you had a good show, Epic. I was going around the Elderwood doing some fishing and some bugging, caught some new creatures. Nice. Yeah, the new Paleo update looks fresh. It seems like they did a good job with it. Bum, bum, bum. Appreciate you, Minda. Yeah, we definitely got a fresh stack of emotes. I like the emotes we got. I'm pretty proud of them. I appreciate you saying that. Yo, and congrats again, Nug Isles, seriously. All right, here we go. We've been in this chapter for a while. We took a break and did multiplayer, but stand back and watch as I breathe life back into this statue. Oh, it's raining now. Looks like that storm's coming our way. We got lots of rain. Bang, bang, bang. Clefton, you're finally back. Things haven't felt right since you've been gone. Oh, Brighton, my dear brother. I'm sorry I left you. It feels so good to be back. Right by your side. I mean left.
Hey, pal.
So, can we open the door now? Not so fast. You shall not pass until you solve our riddle, and both of us are facing the right direction. Here it is. Bathe in the sun's light.
Over here.
Turn the statue on. Turn the statue on the right 90 degrees to the left. Then turn the statue on the left 180 degrees to the right. Oh, this is Edward talking. Yo, thank you for 52 months, Epic Mimikyu. And we got Pessimisaurus coming in with the 28-monther. Holy heck, chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, yo, Minda. Enjoy the emotes. And thank you for the support coming in here today. What? How did you...
Whoa.
Oh, homie's sleeping. Edward, what's happening? Can you get up?
Yeah.
Yes, but this bed. It truly is a fearsome piece of furniture, just as advertised. The tag on the bed says slumber bed. Even a dragon can't resist its comfort. Experience may vary. That clip is horrid. Dweeby. I got some excellent shut-eye and I'm feeling refreshed. That explains why your skin looks so much smoother. What is this game? Carla isn't here anymore. She sped off with a grave expression when she heard you repairing the statue. How did you solve our riddle so quickly? Simple. Your riddle mentions sunlight. Combined with the island's geography, the stone used in your statues, the answer was pretty obvious. Oh dear, we need to come up with a harder riddle.
Oh.
Heh, you're all quite strange characters. I like it. With you around, I'll have plenty of inspiration. I've decided to stick around for a while in order to hone my artistic skills. If there's something you need, just ask. All right. Now we can have her make a wallpaper. Somebody was asking how the wallpaper stuff worked earlier.
Very well.
And the next time I compete against Paulie, I'm going to win. I won't allow anyone to take my spot. I'm Paulie's only rival. Hee hee hee, tee hee 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 tee hee. We were like right at the end of this quest, but I didn't want to continue because I wasn't sure if the game was going to throw me into more quest, which is likely what's going to happen. So,
Well,
end of chapter 5. Ashan, what are you doing here?
Lady Rem.
All these adventures. You must be worn out by now, Lady Rem. Delirious even. Have you felt anything out of the ordinary? Memories have no recollection of you have no recollection of, perhaps, an unusual sense of control over time? Uh-oh.
Very well.
Of course this guy's a bad guy. I can smell him for miles. He's smellier than Shrek. You need a rest from all these adventures, Lady Rem. A long rest. Hear me out. Kind of a DILF. I will not hear you out. I will not hear you out. I will not. I will not. Go to sleep now, child. Sleep forevermore. Delve deeper into the depths. All right, let's go. You refuse to hear the truth. 45 platinum? Level 40 platinum? Well, we can get some help.
Let my pickaxe do the talking.
Yeah, we can get some help. We can do it with our crew. Yeah, let's go, crew. Let's go. I got 2 mining people with me. There's no way we can't handle this. This is the power of the NPCs in the game. There's no way I could do this alone. Dude, I wonder if we can do this one too. Let's go.
Let my pickaxe do the talking.
Let's go, crew. I don't know, this one might be tough.
I'm rooting for you.
At some point when we're not honeymooning with this game, we're gonna have to turn down whatever the voices or whatever that is, because that does get old quick, to be fair. Come on, boys. We're close. Charge up. Come on, you guys got this. Don't let it heal. Come on. Keep it up. We're so close. We're so close.
I'm rooting for you.
No. Come on, you guys can do better than this. No, we're losing it. We're so close to getting our superpower.
Rooting for you.
We just got to stick with this for a little bit longer. We're so close. One more hit. 2 more. I lied. Dude, no! It wasn't enough! No!
I'm rooting for you.
I don't want to give up yet. These guys suck. Look at them. They're not even doing anything.
Rooting for you.
If you back off the spot and immediately start hitting it to raise your SP with consumables, you can come out of the menu and quickly get back into the node with the same HP. See, I don't know if that works. I'm not sure about that. Because on single player, it just instantly heals. So I'm not challenging you. I just, to my understanding, a single player, the node instantly heals. No matter what.
Feel the Earth's heartbeat.
Oh, no, see, it didn't there. Yeah, maybe it's just you have to be super fast. Yeah, if you're just like super fast, it doesn't heal.
Feel the Earth's heartbeat.
So yeah, so Xanax is right. If you are super duper fast, you can get back into the node without it healing. That is really good to know. I'm gonna have to test it out.
There.
All right, we could still get these 40s though. And these are worth doing. So let's go ahead and do another one. Let's go ahead and do another one of these. Let's get
Roll up our sleeves and do this.
Has anyone played on Steam Deck? Yeah, we have a good amount of Steam Deckers in the chat actually today, Ray. We have a good amount of Steam Deckers out there today, and it's been clean. Honestly, the game is pretty well optimized, it seems. It seems like they actually put some effort into optimization, because I can tell you right now, this game runs really, really smooth. I was worried. In the modern era of gaming, I was genuinely worried that I was going to pick this game up and I was going to struggle to play it on stream, because I stream, you know, my PC is also streaming right now because I'm playing this on Steam. And turns out that it's beautiful. I'm considering getting a Steam Deck instead of a Switch 2 now that Fantasy Life is on Steam. That's a good call out. I mean, I think that's a decent idea, personally. I think that's a great idea. A Steam Deck is gonna offer you a lot more, whereas the Switch 2 is gonna take a while to get cooking.
I'm rooting for you.
So like the Switch 2 might not even be worth it for some people to pick up until like a year or two after its release. Whereas the Steam Deck is going to give you right now tons of content. So like, yeah, I mean, I think if you are somebody who's looking for something that's going to be a little bit more useful now instead of later, yeah, you might want to consider if you have to choose one or the other. Yeah, I think it is Kemet. I think this game is worth the $60 price tag. Yeah, there's a lot of content. I can't recommend you the game without knowing your game interests. But I can tell you that if you're worried about getting bang for your buck, it seems like this game has that bang for said buck. Oh, looks like a boss in here. Steam Deck is great. I highly recommend buying the base model and manually switching out the 1 terabyte storage. Yeah, especially because SD cards aren't terribly expensive right now. So that's actually a good thought. Ask a buddy. No buddies can do this. Oh, I need a 450 or higher. Okay, and we have a tree here. Oh, there's a mini boss down here. A level 45 mini boss. That's a little bit tough. We could go fight it though. We definitely could go and brawl with that thing if we wanted to. Let's go back up though. Let's go back in the direction we have to go. I was nervous to switch everything out, so I got an SD card, so I didn't risk breaking it. Yeah, I understand. I understand that. I'm a diehard FPS gamer and I enjoy this game very much. Good game to chill out after sweating on Apex. Nice. We got some dedicated FPSers in the community.
Not holding back.
For sure. I think that vibe is a familiar vibe. Being a diverse gamer, dude, I'm all about that life. A lot of the stuff I play on stream is some of my favorite games, but you better believe You know, I love me some diverse gaming. I'm getting the itch for Fallout again because I've been watching the Fallout show. So I've been thinking about loading up some Fallout. Yeah, this is the new Fantasy Life. That's right. How you doing, Peter?
Let's roll up our sleeves and do this.
Nice. I'm getting all this platinum ore for Dazabound. So they can get their blacksmith on. Yo, how you doing, by the way, Minty? You feeling good this afternoon?
This is my favorite part.
All right. All right, I think we're good here. Let's grab these mushies. I like to sweat. Sometimes I like to chill. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, we got a big monkey boy, dude. We got a big sleeping monkey boy here. This guy's not ready. Ah! All right, let's switch to poison arrows. Let's try poison arrows out for the first time. Nice. Got him poisoned. Nice. The poison arrows are sick, dude. He's still poisoned. Oh, I misclicked. Nice. So you can apply the poison arrows and then just cruise. I wonder if they can be poisoned and slept at the same time. We're gonna have to do some experimentation. Oh yeah, Fallout 3 is an all-timer for me as well. What's the TLDR on the combat in this game? Well, you just saw some, and if you stick around, I'm sure you'll see some more here shortly. I'll go make a point to go fight another group of enemies. So there's 4 different main combat classes: magic, archer, and dang it, I'm not sure if I can sleep in poison. There's a mercenary, which is melee, and then there's archer, mage, and paladin, which is like exactly what it sounds like. Tanky boy with healing abilities. And otherwise, it's like kind of open arena combat. It's like this. So it's pretty fast paced. Every class is very different from each other. So in my opinion, I mean, I wouldn't say, maybe not the word very, but because I'm a little early in the game to be making that statement, but I think in my experience, every class feels pretty darn different from each other. So now you're watching me play with NPCs. So I have 3 NPCs in my party, and the NPC parties are optional, and you don't necessarily need to have them with you. So clearly things are a little bit more hectic, and I have a lot more help fighting stuff right now, but you can totally play this game solo if you want a little bit more of a challenge, or if you're not interested in, you know, maybe the chaos of having like 4 NPCs with you. Damage scales on class level or equipment? No clue. I have no clue how this damage scales in this game. Yeah, no clue. I think it might be a combination of both. Right? So like if I look at my bow right now, if I look at my character right now, I have 343 attack. And some of that attack is coming from my skill board. See, like I have stuff like +5 attack. And some of that attack is coming from my equipment. 171. So there's a combination. I have skill trees, I have equipment, but then I also have like my base stats that increase as I level up my character. and put points into my skill tree. So I guess I do kind of have an answer for you, and I think it's a little bit of both. Yeah, I'm confident in that answer. Even if I don't know for sure, I'm confident that it's a little bit of both. Yeah, so, and yeah, look at this beautiful skill tree. And every class has different skill trees. So every class levels up into separately from one another and has their own skill trees to level up. So you can level up Hunter to level 40, level 50, but that your magic is going to be level 1. Does that make sense? So right now I can on the fly switch to a magician. And now if you look at the top above my head, I'm a level 19 magician. Right? On the fly, because I have this class. Now I can just switch back to Hunter, and now I'm a level 38 Hunter. You can switch between the classes anytime you want, and you can take as many classes as you want. You can literally take every single class in the game and switch between them freely. If I want to be a cook, right? Now I'm a cook. If I want to be a farmer, now I'm a farmer, right? These are the classes I've taken. Now I'm a miner. So you switch between them freely, and this gives you a lot of freedom. There's combat classes, gathering classes, and crafting classes. And the 4 combat are, like I said, paladin, mercenary, hunter, magician. And you can switch between them freely, but again, keep in mind that they're going to have their own individual levels. So the way this game kind of works is that mastering a class takes a lot of hours. I've heard for the 3DS version, 20-30 hours to master a class of gameplay. But you can take them all. You can be a level 1 of every single life. However, the real question is, what lives are you going to master? Because you're only going to get to focus so much time in any given life, unless you're just completely no-lifing the game, then in which you could probably do them all. I'm sure plenty of people's goal is to level them all. But as you go through the beginning of the game, you're really going to want to choose, you know, a couple to focus on. So that's why my hunter is level 38, but my mage is only 19, right? So like mastering them all is an option. It's just going to take a while. All right, let's keep going here. Do your mage NPC buddies heal you? Yeah, you can get healed by the NPCs. Yes. The different NPCs offer different features. Now, the mage is not a healer, but the paladin can heal you. They can also use potions and stuff and heal you via that way. So the magician has a self-heal ability, but it doesn't have a heal for another player, and unless you unlock it later. I'm not sure. Maybe you unlock like a heal for another player later, but to start things off, the magician is only a self-healer. But to answer your question, your NPC buddies will do things for you. They will totally use potions on you. They will totally use spells, and you will benefit from those spells. They'll give you buffs. Yeah. Yeah, so same idea, just, you know, I wanted to answer your question directly and then give you some knowledge. What's up, Shiny Luxray? How we doing, dude? What part of the story are you at? So I am just about to enter chapter 6, it seems. And I heard the game has 7 chapters. So I think I might be pretty far along the game myself personally. But the story is far from like the end of this game. The story is like on the shorter side. I heard it's maybe 10-15 hours long. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Maybe 20 hours. But there's a bunch of endgame stuff that unlocks. Once you get through the story, you unlock a bunch of content. So if you're looking for more freedom in the story, you really start to taste freedom about 2-3 hours into the game. You really start to taste freedom about 2 or 3 hours into the game. I would say at the end of chapter 2, you really, really start to feel freedom to do kind of whatever you want. Yeah, it takes about 2-3 hours of gameplay to like really start to feel free, and then it takes another like 2 or 3 after that to be like basically completely free. Do chests respawn? I've noticed that some chests do respawn, I think on a real life timer. So there's some stuff in this game that's like on a real life timer. 60 bucks is too much. 60 bucks is a lot for a video game, but I can tell you that this is a AAA game. You're not buying some indie game from a single developer. This is a game with a full team of people.
What was I doing again?
They make tons of games. They've been around since like, I think for like 20, 30 years. So like, you're not giving $60. This is like the equivalent to giving $60 to Capcom. So like, if Monster Hunter is worth 60 bucks, arguably this game is as well. Just a different style game. So, whereas I do agree with you that 60 bucks sounds like a lot for a video game, this isn't an indie game. You know, this isn't a $30 Stardew Valley and a guy made it in his basement. This is a full company who makes full feature presentation games. And this is a featured presentation. It's fully released. Everything is included in that $60 price tag. Like, this isn't like you're getting something on Steam in early access. So whereas it might not be worth it for you, you have to identify like this is totally worth a $60 price tag. This game is fully fleshed out. Now, the story being kind of short is totally questionable. I do agree with that. I was expecting the story to be a bit longer, but I guess the game really prides itself on you experiencing the extra lives and the end game content. I can't defend the company. I don't know them, and I'm certainly not going to defend a, $1 million company or whatever. It's not my job. But like, yeah, I think even though the story sounds short, I think it's all going to work out in the end. I think you're going to get a solid amount of hours out of the game. So, but I suppose if you were somebody who picked this game up and
What's up?
were only going to play the game for the story and put it down, I guess you could like maybe be disappointed. Like, I could see that. I could see if somebody picked this game up with no knowledge and they were like expecting the game to be like this epic, like super long, in-depth story and stuff, I would understand where somebody would be like, dang, that wasn't worth it, right? Yeah, it's definitely not that, I don't think. Yo, we'll see you later, Aelith. Have a good day.
Maybe I'll practice my ocarina.
Oh, look at my new special ability. That was sick. Nice. I got a steamable vegetables. You ever heard of the steamables? Where it's like vegetables in a bag that you put in the microwave. They're frozen. I'm jamming on those. I got a new PC yesterday. I'm excited. Nice. Uh-oh, what is this? Is this a boss? What's happening?
Huh?
What the? Investigate the room.
Oh,
Whoa, check it out. This looks like it could be a treasure.
What do we have here?
The shine, this material.
oh, I've got it.
Remember the broken down apparatus we found in the secret room? We could use this gem. If we use this gem, we might be able to restore it. It does look like a fallen star from AC, dude, it does. But this type of setup is bound to be booby-trapped. Hold on a second.
Huh?
Huh? Beep, beep, whir. Oh, Rick. Wait a minute. This guy looks like a lot like Hagram. Beep, beep, whir. Unauthorized personnel. Auth. Eliminating intruder. Whoa! Boss battle! Dude, I'm only doing 1 damage to it. Some kind of force field must be negating your attacks, but let's not stick around any longer to find out. Oh, it's like a story thing. I'm supposed to lose. Oh, okay, they got me, dude. My life just flashed before my eyes. What the heck was that thing? Oh, it must be a guardian of some kind. Whatever it was, it didn't want us going any further. We need to come up with a plan. But we've got our hands on the gem. Let's head back to the secret chamber on B1 and repair the mechanism there. Yeah, we got the gem. It didn't chase us out of the room. It just let us... That's a really terrible security guard, considering it let us steal the gem and leave. Like, okay, dude, you might need to get some new guards. I'm taking it slow. I'm gonna get each life to level 10 so I have lives to use when needed. That's smart. Anybody else taking that approach where you're making a point to level every life up to like a certain level so that as you go forward through the game, you can do kind of everything? I think that's a dope approach. It can't leave, it'll TP itself back. That's how this world works, yeah. So far I'm in the middle of chapter 2 with only Hunter unlocked. That was my plan. I kind of learned that from the first game. I think this game definitely encourages you to use all of the lives. Even if you don't level them all up fully, it definitely feels like this game wants you to interact with all the lives to some extent. This music gives you Lion King vibes. I love this song here. You want to know what I love about this? Is that the music is ongoing the whole time. Did anybody notice? It wasn't that weird modern trope that they don't put games on loop because they want them to be atmospheric or whatever. This is like a classic RPG with a beautiful loop, and the song just plays and plays and plays. Oh, like a sad Simba mood. I love it so much. Okay.
All right, then.
All right. The repairs are finished. Now all that's left is to turn the power on. Yeah, some Traverse Town music. I agree with that. Time for Hat Dude to go alone again. When the cog lights up, Rivera disappears. What could it mean? I think that's exactly it. When the cog of time shines bright, this world will disappear. In other words, the cog of time is a cursed instrument, one that could bring life about the destruction of the entire world.
Huh?
Are you kidding? No one ever said anything about that. There's no time to waste. We need to continue our investigation and get to the bottom of this immediately. But first, we gotta go find a way to take down that freaky Hagram lookalike.
Yeah.
Right you are. We'll need a weapon that's strong enough to break through its defenses. Our next mission is to procure a legendary weapon. If it's out there, I know you'll find it. I'll stay here and make what progress I can, and if that Carla comes back, I can handle it. After such a revitalizing slumber, I feel as though I've been granted the vitality of a fresh unearthed relic. Now then, off you go. I'm halfway through chapter 6, but I had to take a step back because I'm so low level. I had to focus on leveling up myself and change the team for my liking. Oh, that's cute. I like that you kind of had to take a step back. That makes me happy. Visit Rem at the castle. All right. On our way to chapter 6 here. So I wonder, no spoilers, please, but I just have a question. If anybody's been watching anybody else play Fantasy Life, has anybody streamed the end of the game yet? Because, like, apparently we're not supposed to. And I haven't taken the time to research myself, but, like, I'm very curious if people are risking it for the biscuit or if they're just, like, backing off. Like, I wonder what's happening with this game, because, like, this game's not that long. People already have beat this game, I'm sure. Not yet. Not that I've seen. Yeah, so the devs of the game basically said once you start the very end game encounter, they don't want you to stream it until the credits. Yeah, it's literally just chapter 7. That's it. So it's the way they worded it was once the final cutscene starts, before the final encounter, they want you to stop streaming it all the way until the end of the final encounter is over and the credits are rolling. No, it wasn't until release. It did say indefinitely. You know, it did. Yeah, I looked at the notes and I double and triple read them. And this literally said forever. They are requesting people to never show the end of the game ever. Yeah, in perpetuity, yes. It's really weird stuff. This is why I'm asking, because I'm like, I don't really know if I want to tempt fate or not. I might have to get to the end of the game and like hide my screen or something. Where'd you even see that info? It was on their website under their TOS. Insane to expect? Absolutely insane.
Wait, what was I doing again?
Are they trying to create FOMO? It's either that they're trying to create FOMO or they're really, really, really trying to hold their integrity of their game. Does that make sense? So, like, I think it's either they're trying to do some kind of weird FOMO creation, like you said, or they're just really, really, really trying to make sure that people don't get spoiled. Like, I feel like you can interpret it that way as well. Like, they really want to make sure that people aren't getting spoiled on the game by streamers and YouTubers. Is it like a please don't or you're not allowed? Can I post the link about the guidelines? Yeah, please post them. I was just chatting with Cook and, well, we have a lot more guild members than before. It's getting kind of cramped. So that got us thinking, why not rebuild the place into a larger, better guild office? Of course, if the construction took too long, the guild were to be closed down the whole time, our people would be in a bit of a pickle. So we're thinking of getting the whole island to work in it together and finish it in a heartbeat.
I need to ask you a favor.
Sound good? We need everyone to help finish this job quickly. Are you in? Cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Hylian. You're a star. All right, then. Let's get to work.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Cute. Clang, clang, bang, bang. Yo, we got upgrades, dude. Thanks for working so late. You must be tired. But look at our incredible new guild office. Nothing more satisfying than a job well done. Woohoo, we'll be much more comfortable working here. Built Edward his own room too, did you? Ha ha. I'm sure he'll be tickled pink. Nice. Ooh, what's this guy want? Oh, we got an upgrade for Hagram. Ancient robot oil. Now we can pave roads with Hagram. Ooh, so we have road paving. Hopefully they give us waterscaping at some point. Because we don't have waterscaping yet, and it might be the last thing we unlock. Interesting. The warning is for early access from what it looks like. So I've read it a couple times and I've had a couple, I don't know how you could say, maybe experts sit down and talk to me. Or not, experts, just people. I've had a couple people sit down and read it with me, and it's really hard to interpret what they're talking about. So let me just read it out loud. Users are allowed to post content of the game even during early access or advanced periods prior to the official release date. So what does that mean, right? So let's break that down. So you're allowed to post content early access and after. Pause. However, to ensure that as many people as possible can enjoy the game, we ask that you refrain from publishing content such as videos or screenshots that includes the following restricted segments, regardless of the timing of publication. You see that last sentence? Regardless of the timing of publication, we want you to refrain from posting specific content. And that content is Main Story Chapter 7 from the cutscene following the dialogue before the final battle throughout the ending and the end credits. After completing the main story, from the cutscene that plays after talking to Edward and choosing to recall the final battle throughout the ending and end credits. The cutscene that plays after the end credits can be streamed. Done. So, I'm fairly confident that if you really read this, it clearly says, don't ever show these scenes. Take it or leave it. This is just my interpretation. I'm certainly not a lawyer. But like, it sounds like they're saying don't stream that part of the game ever. So yes, Teeny Giraffe, they are basically saying we never, ever, 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 ever for the rest of history want you to stream this scene. That's right. You just read that. You just heard that correctly. They are basically saying we never, ever, ever want this to be live on content. It's pretty insane what they're actually thinking. And in all reality, you're probably not going to get in trouble for doing it, because like the worst thing that would happen is that you would get a cease and desist, and then you would just cease and desist, and then you would just move on with your life. Here's the problem though. Twitch and bans are absolutely terrifying. There is so many stories of people getting banned on Twitch and not getting their account back for months, if ever. I'm legitimately scared of Twitch. This is my whole life. So even though I highly doubt I would get in trouble, what if Twitch just so happened to like ban me or something? I'm not worried about YouTube. I'm not worried. I'm not going to get taken to court. I'm literally only worried about Twitch itself. Twitch has no customer service. They only have AI. And you hear these stories all the time of people just straight up losing their accounts. I'm not a big enough streamer to have enough pull to be able to get my account back. It could just be gone. And like, because I'm genuinely scared of Twitch's terrible ban policies, I really feel like I shouldn't stream the game. Like in that moment, like it sucks, but like, I really feel like once we hit that point, I'm going to have to go to the Discord and I'm going to have to record it and stream it, and we can post it under unlisted private videos where we can't be put in trouble because it's all private and unlisted. And you can all just like watch my reaction privately. That's like what we're gonna do, I think. Yeah, I think I might just record it in the Discord, and like you guys can hang out live in the Discord, and then yeah, I'm just gonna do unlisted because like I'm not sure what else to do about it. That's why I'm asking, like, has any other streamers been pushing the limit? Are there any other creators who have been giving it a try, and like just not even caring? I'm gonna wait the next couple days and see if there's any dangerous Debbies out there, or ironclad Ians out there who are gonna take this on, because I'm not sure. We'll watch in Discord and do artist renderings like courtroom drawings. So I heard that there's a notification that pops up when you get to the end of the game. I don't know if it's true, but people were asking how would somebody even know if they were at the end of the game? Well, I think I was told there's like a notification that pops up that's like, you are about to enter the end of the game. So I'm not sure if there's like a pop-up that actually happens. I think we have technical fair use laws around this. Is there a notification that warns you that if you stream this, legal action will be taken? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure at the beginning of the game, you sign a EULA just by loading the game up, right? Like when you load up the game, it's like, yo, you are signing your life away by playing this, you know? So yeah, at the end of the day, you're not thinking wrong, Zori. You're not thinking wrong, thinking to yourself, there has to be something that this doesn't make any sense. But you don't think about it that way. Think about it like this, all right? This is the simpler way to think about this. It's not about what they can or can't do. It's about what they will do. It doesn't matter if they have the right or not. If you get a cease and desist, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just ignore it and get taken to court? Like the potential of getting taken to court? Let me see the potential. So like, see what I mean? Like, exactly. So like the problem is like, it doesn't matter if we have legal recourse or not. What matters is that they can just wave their finger and we could get in trouble. It's like some Nintendo-ish. And that's like literally it. And that's the problem. The problem is that they can say, I don't want this to happen. And Twitch either has to handle it, because Twitch is the one that will receive the cease and desist, not us. Twitch will. And then Twitch has to either handle it, or YouTube will automatically take the video down. So the problem is like YouTube is fine. It'll just automatically take the video down. But in all reality, like, I think the real scary thing here is like Twitch. But like, it's not like we're ever gonna get in actual trouble. You know, worst thing that happens is like we just take the video down. So it's not really a conversation of like, can they get away with this, or will anything actually happen? Probably not. Most people on Twitch could probably stream it and nobody's gonna say a word to them. But like, if Dan's Gaming does, now maybe that's another conversation. Because Dan's Gaming is a massive streamer. Right? So like, that's where things get messy. It's like, small fries, they don't care about us small fries. I probably am under the radar. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably like under the radar personally. I would like to think I am. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's weird. But we don't have to stay on this conversation. I was just curious if anybody has watched anybody beat the game yet. And I'm just wondering if people are gonna test it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do some research tonight. I'll poke around some streams after the show, and I'll poke around YouTube. And I'm just gonna like find out and see what's going on. Like, you know, like status. I think I'm under the radar as an 80 Andy, but for sure, I'll for sure just do it. And if they say nopers, I'll heck the video. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, that's probably the best case scenario, is just live your life. And if they say something to you, then just move on. I'm just a little more worried because, like I said earlier, I don't trust Twitch anymore. And I know that sounds so silly, but like, I just don't trust Twitch. And I don't trust that they, I don't know, man. I just don't trust Twitch necessarily. Their ban systems and stuff feel really sketchy.
Cook is ready.
You never talk to a real person. It's always AI. Like, I think pretty hard about that stuff. Yeah, their bans are so inconsistent. Yeah.
No. Cook is
Okay, we can't place any more houses for now. But yeah, the play is to just do it and what is it? Like, act first, ask for apologies second, right? Like, that's the play, clearly. Just ask first and ask for forgiveness second, right? Like, that's honestly the play for most people. I'm just being a little bit extra careful. The truth is that when we first talked about this on stream, I laughed and said, I'm just gonna stream it anyways. I was like, yeah, you're joking. But like, I'm like, as time goes on, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, should I be thinking about this? Like, should I care? Like, I don't know. And like, now I'm like torn. It's so out of the way to see that if it's important to try not to stream it. Yeah, it's such a weird circumstance. We've definitely never really dealt with anything like this as streamers before.
Need something, eh? Come back soon.
Yo, what's up, Ditto King? How you doing today, Duel Master? The developers of this game has requested that people don't stream the end of the game. And we're just talking about how, like, they threatened like legal recourse if you do. So like, it wasn't a request, it was like a passive demand. It was like, please don't do this or else. And we were just like, really? It's very strange. Is there a reason why? No, they just said don't do it because we want to make sure that people don't get spoiled is essentially the vibe. They just like, they're trying to protect the gamers from getting spoiled, I guess. It's really weird. It's all weird. What's up, Lone Blood Wolf? How you doing today? It was a hidden threat. Yeah. Like the ending cutscene or the end game? The ending cutscene. That's it, Fricks. So they're requesting people not to play the very end cutscene in battle, like the final encounter of the game on stream. That's it. So like, everything else is streamable. Everything else, end game, everything is all playable on stream. Just specifically the cutscene and the final battle. Yeah, to be honest, you want to know my theory, Zor, right? You want to know my theory? My theory is that this is all just a marketing scam because now they have everyone excited to see what all the hubbub about the end of the game is. I'm just gonna call it. That actually they don't give a frick at all. And that really they just wanted people to think that there was something so special about the end of the game that people would be clamoring to go watch it and play it. like it's actually just all a scam and they're just like trying to build hype over nothing. It would be devious, yeah, but in this day's crash marketing, it would work, right? In this day and age is like crash style of marketing. You have to admit that it would kind of work. It's working. I'm sure people are like, oh, what's going on? You know, yeah.
Need something, eh?
I'll be honest, I beat it last night. It's not really anything special at all. Yeah, dude. They're just being weirdos, man. Hey, I respect the idea behind what they're trying to do. That's the way that I'll say it. I respect the idea behind what they're trying to do. Because I think it's really cool to want to protect the integrity of your story and your game. I think there's something cool about that. I think it's kind of neat. But it's really dumb. Like, after the integrity, like, I just think the integrity is cool. I think it's kind of neat. It's like, wow, imagine caring so much about your product that you don't want it to be streamed. Like, I don't know, like, there's something kind of, what's the word for it? Like, it's just like, we've never, this is unheard of. Like, a company's never did this before. And like, there's just something about it that makes me go, wow, like, okay. Like, oh, like, that's interesting. Like, all right. But I mean, it's clearly just nonsense at the end of the day. All right, we're gonna sell some of these vegetables we've been growing. We got way too many. Endearing, yeah, that works. Yeah, there's something endearing about it. It's a very interesting thing. And ooh, we're selling some of these sacks of copper for sure. That's some big cash right there. Now, you don't want to sell all your sacks of copper because apparently some of them can be used for quests or for requests. So if you have any sacks of gold or copper or silver, they're made to be sold, but apparently you want to keep some of them because you might get a request later. That's what I read online. Nice, we made 8,000 bucks off of our vegetables. Feeling good, feeling great. And we still have 100 of each vegetable, so.
Need something, eh? Come back soon.
I know, right, Necro, right? Now he tells me. Yeah, exactly, Ambrosia. There's a lot of people who live their life not adhering to what the internet is doing, and they're just gonna do it blindly, and they're not gonna even pay attention. And it's not like they're gonna go after every individual person. A lot of times this is just a scare tactic, right? A lot of times this kind of stuff is just a scare tactic. Yeah, it's just their way to be like, we're gonna try to scare people. We don't actually intend on pursuing legal action anywhere. Just a scare tactic, right? And then maybe they go after a couple big streamers if they get ignorant. You know, if some 20,000 viewer Andy decided to stream it, then they maybe would be like, actually, you know, like, oh wow, we can make glasses. +2 defense plus. That's cute, man. We got accessories. I can make glasses in alchemy. I'm gonna make myself some specs. Neat. Yeah, it really does feel that way. I wonder if bugs have a use. So I also read the same thing, Squishalicious. I read that bugs are pretty much to be sold, but you want to keep a couple of them because you might get request and quest for them. Does that make sense? So you can sell your bugs, but you might want to keep some of them around for quest and request. I think also I read that some bugs are used in some crafting stuff. Because I just Googled this last night because I wasn't sure and I was trying to make some extra money. speaking of, what did I want to do? I want to go equip those glasses. All right, so my hunter gets a pair of specs. Look at him, dude. He's such a nerd. Some extra defense. Very cool. I like that a lot, actually. And then my magician. The magic attack on the magician. And the flutter necklace. The miner. Ooh. The specs have +5 magic attack on them, which is super nice. All right, I'm just equipping all of my classes here with stuff. All of my lives. It doesn't really matter for some of them because like I could put some gloves on this guy. Like some of these aren't combat classes, so like it doesn't really matter for some of them. And then if for those that weren't here for the beginning of the game, one of the other things I could show you real quick is you can also change your outfits up cosmetically. So let's say that I wanted to make sure that my alchemist still kept his monocle on, even though the glasses were better. I could come here and I could make him look like anything I want. So let's say I want my alchemist to rock these gloves like visually, and I want to give him some dope boots and a dope book bag. So now this is my alchemist. So this is what the class looks like, and this is my equipment and my stats, but this is what I'm gonna look like cosmetically. So it's pretty neat. I really like that, and I like to show that off when I get a chance. All right, let's go change up our party formation. All right, let's go here. Party formation. Let's go ahead and get rid of these 3 guys. We got them up to level 34 each. And let's level up somebody who's a low level.
Oh, so you need an artist.
Kikyo and Kanugi. We'll just do 2 people today.
Where to? Come back again?
Coffee got cold. That's the worst, right, dude? That happened to me earlier. I've been taking cooking more seriously. Today I made fettuccine with goat cheese, dill, and Dijon sauce topped with toasted pine nuts. Surprisingly super easy and way too delicious. Why does that sound? You just made me drool. What the heck? Dude, it sounds like you're getting it over there. Oh, I was gonna do some cooking. All right, we got some fish to cook here. We'll grab 5 of these. So I'm not in their Discord. Are you talking about the official Discord for the game? No, I'm not in their Discord, but that's a good question. Yeah, I'm not sure. What's up, Dream Bear? I don't know if I like my character's glasses while cooking, but I'm gonna keep them going. It's cute. All right, let's cook these fish as well. Making Cajun steak tips with creamy parm. Nice. So we're big foodies here. I do a cooking show on this channel, and we had to take a break from it because I just moved. And now I'm in a new kitchen, and I don't know what to do with it. I just started setting it up last night. I think I have a setup for Scuffed, chat. I didn't tell you, but I think I have a setup for Scuffed. I think I figured it out. I think I figured out a setup for Scuffed. I'm just dealing with some issues with like finding proper plugs and stuff for everything. But I think I figured out what Scuffed is gonna look like for stream. I think so. I'm working on it, man. Ooh, I can make a topaz ring? Can you equip a ring? You can. It's an accessory, so it's the same thing as a necklace. You can only have one accessory on at a time, a necklace or a ring. That's kind of cool. All right, let's make this fluffy omelet. I think we have to make the fluffy omelet top quality, so we have to work really hard here. No, I already messed up. I don't think we're gonna be able to get it. I wanted to give up so bad and just like restart because I know I messed up. Dang it. I need top quality, I think. Have you leveled any of your skill trees yet? Oh, yeah. Oh, we got it anyways. Hey! I'm just that good now. I'm just that high level of a cook. Yeah, we've been using the skill trees, yeah. All right, let's make the topaz ring and then we're done here for now. I wasn't planning on leveling up alchemy, but now I'm kind of liking it. Now I'm kind of liking alchemy. I'm like, dude, all these lives have different effects and it's just so cool. Cooking Mama would be so proud. Elemental resistance and item drop rate plus. All right, screw it. Let's do one more alchemy recipe because we have a quest for it. Alchemy was your first life? Dude, no, that's a perfect first choice. I'm so proud of you, dude. Yes. I think you did. I think you're killing it. Don't even question yourself. Alchemy Mama. Dude, plus HP. All right, nice. Did some crafting, and let's go ahead and pursue the story some more. We're gonna keep pushing towards the end of chapter 6, and then once we end chapter 6, maybe we'll take a breather and wait for other streamers to catch up, so I can see what the landscape is like. So for today, we're fine to just keep doing our thing here. But I'm just gonna take my time and be kind of peeping through the blinds like The Office and Michael Scott, just kind of like, what's everyone else doing? Yeah, we need to do some recon. Yeah. But I'm down to do some more multiplayer if people want to do some multiplayer in a little bit. I think let's go ahead and pursue some more quests for now, and then maybe we can do some more multiplayer if y'all are down. I'd like to go through a dungeon again, maybe. We need a fisherman to go through this dungeon out. I'm stuck at the big Elden tree, not a high enough skill level. Was that him just now? Nope, I can't find the priest anywhere. Uh-oh, here we go. Halt! The castle is currently off limits.
Huh?
Don't sweat it, pal. We're friends of Rem's. Friends, besties, it makes no difference. No entry, no exceptions. Between you and me, I don't know why we're closed either. I'm just a grunt following orders. Now kindly be on your way. At least he's honest, right? One day I might be able to join. Stupid work. Aw, well, we'll do some night streams of this game. Is that what I'm hearing? Is I need to do some night streams of this game?
Stars.
Is that what you guys would like? Would you guys like me to play this game in the night slot so that we can play together? So my night streams normally start at around 5 p.m. Eastern and they go for about 4 hours. But we could always maybe do it before a day off and go nice and late into the night. Yeah, if you guys want to do some night stuff, we can figure that out. If not today, like soon. Yeah, if not today, soon. If you guys want to do some night multiplayer, I'm down to oblige. I guess I was looking for a different word, but definitely night streams. I want to play as well. Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm still going for a while today. So we're going to be going into that night slot today, but not quite a night stream, you know what I mean? Because, like, we're just going all day. Well, if it ain't Hylian and Trip.
Hey, pal.
Auntie On, perfect timing. We're looking for a special weapon. Can you help us out? We're up against a bucket of bolts, and none of our weapons made the cut. We need a legendary staff.
What a pickle.
Or we need legendary stuff. Matter of fact, I might just know where to find a nifty thing like that. But before I tell you, I want you to come over to my place. See you there. Okay, mama. I'll storm me, dude. You're welcome to enjoy our stream anytime, man. I appreciate you saying that. You're making me blush over here, you goon. Stop. Time to head out. Yo, we'll see you later. It's Eli, right? Is that how I say that? I think I've been saying it wrong the whole time, and I'm real sorry about that. I have a note next to your name, and I think I never switched the note to your preferred switch here. So I think it's Eli. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you. We'll see you later, Eli. All right. Have a great day today. It's the voices, dude. I love doing voices when I'm playing games. All right, looks like we're heading to the past and to Eternia Village down here. Oh, we're already in the past. We just got to teleport down here. And we have a quest to turn in at the beach. It is Eli. It is Eli. Okay, cool. Just making sure. That's my bad. But thank you for being kind and not getting too mad at me about it. I appreciate that. All right. Just add salt. Nice. Got some beef from this cat. Not the kind of beef like I'm gonna punch you out. The good kind of beef that you cook. All right, we got a quest to make some more fish for this little cat. I can't believe I'm doing quest for cats. But here we are. What do you want, old lady? Some bird eggs? All right, we can find you that. All right. And then we got to go and visit some of the other islands real quick. Let's go do it right now. Because I got some quest here. And I got some quest to finish here. And I got some bulletin boards to do. So yeah, let's go and turn our quest in real quick. Oh yeah, Xanax, thank you for reposting that. I saw your question. I wanted to answer, but I think I got distracted. So my beard has been growing since 2019. So this September coming up, my beard will be 6 years old. And I told myself that I would grow a 7-year dungeon beard one day in my life. And now I'm as close as I've ever been. We're almost at the 6-year mark, which means we're getting close to the 7-year dungeon beard, dude. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Once I hit 7 years, I might actually trim it and like style it, or I might just keep growing it. I haven't decided. I'm not gonna shave it because it's a good look for me. I'm bald, so I need something going on. But yeah, right now we're working towards a 7-year dungeon beard. How fun's the game so far? Dream Bear, it's a blast. It's honestly a very I can't put the game down kind of vibe. Now, I'm clearly honeymooning, but there's just so much going on. And like there's like a lot to do. There's a lot of content and there's a lot to do. So I can tell you that I'm having a blast personally. I think the game has so many different ways to approach it and play it that it really feels like I have freedom to kind of do what I want. Like, for example, the way you bounce back and forth between the story and just running around and doing your thing is beautiful. Like, that's one of my favorite parts of the game. is that like I can go from the story to multiplayer to leveling up my lives back to the story. So nothing really gets dry. Everything feels fresh. The whole time, everything has just stayed pretty fresh for me. And I think that's probably one of my biggest compliments for the game now that I've played for a solid 20 hours. Maybe we're pushing 25 hours today. One of my biggest compliments for this game is that they kind of let you choose your pace. Like the beginning of the game, I'll admit, is a little slow. Beginning of the game, Dream Bear, a little slow, a little off-putting even, just a little bit. A lot of dialogue, not really hand-holdy, but they certainly want you to know everything that's going on. A lot of pop-ups, you know those classic pop-ups on the screen. This is how this works. Press this button. All right. You know, this game has some depth and they want to teach us stuff. But once you get past those first 2 or 3 hours, once the story's foundation is set and you have a good introduction to the characters and you get your first life, you really start to have the choice of to play the game the way you want. And that's my favorite. That's my biggest compliment. Is I feel like after I got through what felt like a big, long tutorial, but it's like a Zelda style tutorial where they kind of teach you through playing the game. So it's not like a boring tutorial. It's just long. And once you get through that somewhat long tutorial, the game really starts to open up and it's so fun. I'm having a blast. So we've done a little bit of multiplayer. We've done a little bit of everything at this point. And I've heard that the multiplayer and stuff only gets better as the game progresses. So if that's what you're looking for, I've heard Endgame gets sick. There's like I think there's a whole another world we're going to unlock in Endgame. Nobody needs to confirm that, but I'm just pretty sure. So there's like a lot going on. Pretty cool. My husband went to trim his beard and mustache and made the not reversible mistake and had to cut it down real short. I've done that before. I've accidentally trimmed my mustache and then like had to deal with the fact that I had no mustache for weeks. Like I've made that exact mistake, dude.
Show me what you got.
Ooh, I wonder if I could have harvested those other crops too. Can I just steal these people's crops? Yo, sick.
Show me what you got.
With how much there is to do in the game, the long tutorial is kind of warranted. Yeah, I think so. I think when you have a game with a good amount of depth, you got to teach people how to play. A good example of this is Monster Hunter. I keep referring this game to Monster Hunter because that's the exact vibe. Like Monster Hunter doesn't shy away from teaching you stuff, right? The whole time that game is, here's a prompt in your face. This is how you do this. This is how this works. This is how this works. But nobody complains about it. Well, why don't they complain about it? Because the game is massive. Like you have to know that stuff to play the game. Like that's just how it works. So in all, like I feel like they do a pretty good job in this game. I don't think it's too boring. And the only thing that would make it boring for you is if you're not a fan of the story. And we've already had somebody come into the chat with this take. They weren't really a fan of the dialogue, and they were like, I played for an hour and I couldn't stand it anymore, and I haven't played it since. And I was like, homie, that's fair. Like, that's kind of fair, right? Like, they weren't a fan of the dialogue. The game kind of talks at you at first for like a while. You kind of get talked at, and they just ended up dropping off, right? So like, I think you have to remember that this is an RPG first, and they're trying to tell you a story. Even if the story is kind of simple and lighthearted, it's still a story. You know what I mean? Like, it's not God of War. It's not like a riveting tale. It's just like a fun, lighthearted little story, and I'm having fun with it. I'm gonna level with you guys. I've skipped every single cutscene this game has given me, and I'm loving it. There it is, dude. I love that. Yeah, I like the honesty. Also, DVD coming in here with the biddies again, homie. I didn't get a chance to truly say thank you the other day, and I want to say double time thank you today. I really appreciate that. You popped in the other day. I was distracted. I eventually said thanks, but I really appreciate you, man. What's up, homie?
Ahem.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing some farming over here. How you been? What you been gaming on, man? If you don't mind sharing, if you got time to chat. What's up? What have you been gaming on? I'm always curious about your gaming exploits and what you be gaming on out there. That's a restaurant. All right, let's get out of here and quickly go to Tropica Islands, and then we'll go back to the story here. I was just trying to see if I had any quests to turn in. I do have one up here. Listen to their request. That's so far up. Can I mount out there? If I could mount, maybe that'll be worth going to. Let's see. Fantasy Life Valley. Fantasy Stardew Valley Life. Get out of here. What's up, Quacka? All right. Turn this in. Nice. I was trying to get a new style house. Perfect. All right, and then let's see if we can mount out here in the wild. It'd be super nice if we can. I think we can. No mount available out here. Hawks. Well, I guess we're already out here. Let's walk up there. Can I have a foot massage? No, weirdo. What? My NPC just asked me for a foot massage. You got to take me on a date first. I don't know what you think this is. I was thinking the main story chapter 7 is only applies for the people who have early access or advanced access. Yeah, it's a little confusing to read, Kona Blue. Yeah, it really is confusing, and I'm not 100% sure. I wonder if we could just go in the Discord and like ask somebody, like maybe there's like a developer in the Discord that can just like answer officially for us or something. Yeah, somebody mentioned the weird foot line. Yeah. What's up, Subspot? Also, shout outs to the person who jumped into the chat and said, "Yo, I'm a Twitch worker, and now you're on the mat." If you're still out there, I think you hit the follow button. Yo, I work for Twitch, and now you're on the mat. Big shout outs to that. That was a funny comment, to be fair. I didn't get a chance to say it out loud, but I was laughing. Dude, this 80,000 mount. Look at this 80,000 turtle, dude. 80,000 bucks for a freaking turtle, man. I need to make 80,000 bucks in stat. All right, looks like we're about to fight these street sharks real quick.
Oh, maybe I am the best.
Shh, one shot. Oh, nice. They let me pull my mount up. This guy wants some swordfish. 8,000? No, did I misread? I think it's 80, right? For sure, because I have 8,000 bucks. The other thing was 8,000. The rest, the pirate's pile of pirate treasure is 8. Add a 0 for the mount. Do you recommend skipping life tutorials? I mean, yeah, I don't recommend it, Recyclops. But I think that once you do the first life tutorial, you're totally not missing out on a ton by skipping it. You get a couple extra early levels and a little bit of money. You're not really missing out. So if you're a skipper, I wouldn't feel too bad. If you're a skipper, I wouldn't really overthink it. Just do your skippy thing. Just do your skippy thing, dude. You're fine. Yeah, you're good, Air for free. Good to see you back in here. You played Among Us the other day with a group of people. Dom was there. You played Among Us with Dom the other day. You've been playing Tabletop Sim? I was in and out the other day. I found a group of people that game every day, played up across the obelisk. Wow. Dude, you're doing multiplayer gaming DVD. Nice, man. That's cool. You're welcome anytime. Well, that's actually really kind of you to say that. I think I might take you up on that. I'm trying to treat myself better and branch out to my friends again and stuff, man, and like rebuild relationships and stuff, you know? So I might take you up on that. I for real, we don't got to go into details now, but yeah, that sounds good. Sounds fun. You got a PC now? DVD is in the PC world?
How dare you?
Hold on a
talk
second.
like this?
Hold up. I remember back in the day, didn't you get a PC to play a Star Wars game? Way back in like 20 years ago? Wasn't there a Star Wars game or was it like a Marvel game or something? It was like it might have been like it was DC Universe. Was it DC Universe? You picked up a laptop to play that game way back in the day, I think it was. Yeah, dude, that game got you out of your gaming shell for sure, if I remember correctly. Do I still have that button that fixes my camera? I don't know, do I? Do I still have that button that like focuses my camera? I guess I don't. What did I do with the focus button? It's just gone. I don't know. My camera's fine, I think, but I used to have a button that like helps refocus it on my Steam Deck. I must have deleted it. Feels like it could use a refocus. Yeah, I don't remember. There it is. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, interesting, dude. Very cool. Very, very cool. Stepping up into the PC world. I love unlocking each life, doesn't take long at all. I'm just going around unlocking them all and to have them all started. I think that's a good way to play it, Toad. I'm showcasing all of the different life tutorials because I'm streaming, but I'd probably be skipping more of them if I wasn't streaming it. To go back to that question again. Are you playing this game as well, Recyclops? The angler one is super freaking cute. I haven't done that one yet. I let the chat choose a new life earlier and chat chose alchemy. So we tried out alchemy because chat chose it earlier. You inspired me. Yo, if those of you are hanging out on YouTube, if you're still vibing over there, I just want to say thank you for hitting that like and thank you for sticking with us. The YouTube support today has been insane and I can't express my gratitude enough. Thank you for vibing with us. And if you're hanging out over here on Twitch, I want to say the same to you. Thank you. Thank you for hitting that follow. Thanks for vibing. Thanks for hanging out today. It's been an explosive broadcast and I just couldn't be happier to be here. So appreciate y'all. All right, let's go do this quest.
Darling.
Angler Life Master looks like Master Roshi. Dude, I have a pretty decent Master Roshi voice. I can't do it on the fly right now because I'm embarrassed, but I have a pretty decent Master Roshi. Dagnabbit! No, like I don't know. Like I need like a prompt. My voice acting needs like a prompt. But like I got a pretty decent Master Roshi. It started off as like an old man voice. But then one day somebody was like, "Why does your old man voice just sound like Master Roshi?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm just Master Roshi." And like ever since then, I've like leaned into it. Yeah, I was just like, wait a second, I am just Master Roshi. Guess what? You're gonna help me tidy this place up. Auntie Anne might have made one too many purchases during the furniture sale at the Capitol. A petite gal like me can't be lugging furniture around. Hylian, you could take care of the heavy lifting. Wow, she's putting us to work. She's making us move a couch. Trip, you're on cleaning duty. Scrub, scrub, scrub. I want to see the reflection of your beak on the floor, you hear? You can't be serious. Less complaining and more scrubbing. If you want to earn some dosh, you gotta be willing to put in the effort. Or dosh, it's
Watch
called.
it.
We never asked for dosh, we just want information. Wait, I'm actually doing this? What? Shut up. This game is so cute.
Huh?
No way.
The Ultimate Guide to Love by NT Ansley. What?
All right.
Whew, I think that's the last of it. All right, we have to hang the stuff back up. Whew, I'm finally done. Birds are meant for preening, not cleaning.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Auntie, is this your younger self?
Of course.
That's me, all right. Had it painted for me during my travels. My poor mama was sick, and I traveled all over Viria looking for a cure.
Phew.
Fields, deserts, you name it. Even took to the skies on the back of Tinoco Quetzal to get across some mountains. I'm not trying that again, I'll tell you what. See there, part of that portrait got bitten off. That was a king cobra. Got into a fight with them that lasted dang near 3 years. But in the end, I came out on top and made King Cobra into my personal mount. Y'all think I'm bluffing, don't you? Look at the proof is right here. Shackles, I'd slap him onto a monster and make him my mount. I'd like to think of him as, what was it? Oh, right, a symbol of our friendship.
Hey, watch it.
What planet are you even on? She's funny. There she goes again, taking a trip down memory lane. We're never gonna get that info, are we?
What's up?
What was this? What's this leaflet? Don't miss the Mysteria Cup. Witness Reveria's strongest warriors clash in an epic tournament to be held at Swollen Island's very own Coliseum. One ripped champion takes home a legendary sword. Sign up now to prove your muscles are the real deal. Please note that food and drink must be purchased at the venue. Sponsor, Eternia Village Guild Office.
Oh,
This is exactly what we're looking for. We just need to get to Swollen Island. Swollen Island, excuse me. Swollen Island. Oh, there's a map here in this leaflet. Come on, let's get out of here before Auntie Anne starts reminiscing again. We've got to enter that tournament. Cute. When does it unlock farming? So it's also chapter 5. So chapter 5 for farming, chapter 6 for artists. To give you another... So to give you another answer. Yeah, chapter 5 for farming, chapter 6 for artist. So like pretty far into the game, but... Or sorry, it might have been chapter 4 and then chapter 5. Let me double check. You can tell by the name of the chapter. Yeah, chapter 4 is the farming chapter. And then chapter 5 is the artist chapter. And you have to go through like story to unlock them. Yeah. All right, nice. Looks like we're on our way to a new island. Sick. Let's go. We're going to Swollen Island. We're going to get swollen lean at the same time. I don't know what chapter I'm on. You're probably still on chapter 1 or 2, Toad. I can tell you just from the sounds of it. Sounds like Harold's granddad for a second. What's that? Yeah, that's it. Keep up the pressure. Yo, what's up, Tim Terrific? Get him, Fragile. Give him the muscles. Whoa, this is the Coliseum. Seems like they're opening with the mock fight. Let's take a peek. Ooh, new chapter, dude. Our new zone, rather. And a new chapter. This guy's name is Crisis. I came to Swoleen Island to get answers, to find closure, you know? I mean, closure is nice, that's for sure. You're probably right. With fishing, I believe it's better to make sure you're on the sweet spot because when you do damage to a non-sweet spot, it brings the fish closer to breaking the line. Ooh, we're getting some tips, some fishing tips in the chat. Brave Soldier. Welcome to Swoleen Island. The Coliseum is open to those strong enough to withstand the heat of battle. Okay. Ironclad paladins are invincible. Defense is the best key to success. That's what it said in the Supreme Paladin guidebook. Bought it the other day. I want to be the ultimate ironclad paladin. In order to make that a reality, I need a silver shield. Okay. Nice. Coliseum Island. We got a big tree boss over here. Fish boss down here. Gonna work on leveling it after work. I cannot find this last bastard sunflower I need for DDV and it's giving me anxiety. Aw. Sorry to hear it. That's frustrating. That made me cackle out loud. What, Doge? Doge instead of Doge. I think I got told today it's supposed to be pronounced Dosh. Douche. The currency in this game is douche. Great news. See, Gila's friends invited them to a house party. Gila wants to bring along a delicious meal as a thank you gesture. Gila's friend has a weakness for pumpkin pie plus. All right, looks like we're making some pumpkin pie, buddy. Roscoe's on my lap watching the stream. Aw. Here, let me go ahead and talk to Roscoe real quick. Our medicine is filled with love and made to order. Can't find that at a shop, can ya? Sorry, my speaking dog is something I haven't done in a while, so I might have told him to go poop on your living room floor, but I wasn't attempting to. My bad. He legit popped his head up, then proceeded to ask, how do you know how to follow his taxes and that he will be ready at dawn, whatever that meant. Oh, okay, so the message was clear. Okay, good. Never mind, he understood me. All right. Let's get all of our quests. A sugar bow. Okay. Don't creep up on me like that. I'm already on edge. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see and I'm scared to even talk about it, but mini spookies. He wants me to kill some ghost for him. All right, little buddy. My dog just walked out and shut the door. Like, who's this idiot think he is speaking dog? Oh my gosh. Who's this side-on smile looking mother? The battle has been decided. Fragiz always seems to be 2 steps ahead of his opponent. What a display of swordsmanship. He's also 3 times the size of the guy. Behold, the undefeated prodigy in all of his chiseled glory. Not a foe stands a chance against his bountiful biceps.
Who wants some of these muscles?
Who wants some of these muscles? Who wants a taste of these muscles? Bring it on and I'll crush you with my perfect pecs. Muscles! Muscles! They are really feeding this guy's ego. What's up, Keisha? How you doing, Gumdrop, by the way? Wow, that guy is strong and ripped. Muscles, muscles. Right? Fragile is the undefeated champion. Won't you join our fan club? Membership is 100,000 Dash a year, and you get a member card graced with a kiss from Fragile himself. 100,000 a year?
No way.
What in the Scientology is this guy on? No thanks. We're actually out here to enter the Mysteria Cup. Oh well, good luck. If you're tough enough, you might even get to face Fragile himself. Fair warning, Fragile hasn't lost a single battle. One guy from the last tourney put up a pretty good fight, though. He was a mercenary, I think. He had a nasty look. I'm talking killer eyes, but Fragile didn't flinch. Anyways, it was nice meeting you. Just let them know at the reception if you're thinking of entering the tournament. Yeah, here, sign this billion-year contract. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Silence is golden. I know that, but I just can't help myself. Help yourself what? Yelp out? Oh, it's Mr. Tour Guide. Oh, yo, here, Mr. Tour Guide out. The guards think this is crazy talk, but yo, there's a legendary monster out there. Mr. Tour Guide saw it. It was even scarier than Fragile, the champion of the Colosseum. Mr. Tour Guide ran without thinking twice, yo. But still, Mr. Tour Guide would be super down if you go back to that alternate dimension. Yo, just think of the sick new tours we could do. Mr. Tour Guide, aka Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
Got a set?
You found the sunflower? What is this game like for co-op? I wanted to play with my girlfriend, but it seems like there's a lot of limitations. So yeah, if you're only gonna buy one copy of the game, Ball Thing, then you can do what's called couch co-op. And couch co-op, it involves you and one other person playing with this little bird, and you guys can play the game together, kind of like Mario and Cappy if you ever played Odyssey. Right? So that's co-op. Now you can also both buy a copy of the game and you can play multiplayer together. Online, I don't know if local works. And you can play cross-platform. However, I will tell you that the multiplayer in this game, it doesn't involve the story. So you and your girl would have to go through the story solo for the most part. However, the story's not that long, and there's a bunch of content to be enjoyed via multiplayer. A bunch of cool stuff to do. The end game is very open to multiplayer. So I would say there's a good amount of content for you and a partner to play with, but just keep in mind, you're not going to be able to pursue the story together. All of that stuff is going to kind of be enjoyed solo. If this game was a little cheaper in my country, yeah, that sucks, dude. What's up, Thalmon? Yeah, this game is a little pricey. You know, $60 is a lot for a game. You gotta commit, right? I'm playing on PC right now, Deadman. I'm playing on Steam, and I'm thinking about picking up the Switch version at some point, but I don't want to spend the money right now. You could have voiced hundreds of characters in Adventure Time, dude. I would have loved to do that. I watched the first couple episodes of Adventure Time, but I never stuck with it. I've always wanted to watch the whole show. Yeah, I've always wanted to, but I never have. Thank you. We're thinking about buying 2 different copies in PC Steam Deck to play together. So good to know that it's just story limited. Yeah, like outside of the story and progressing some of like the zones in the game without spoiling too much, you can do a lot in multiplayer, but your feeling of it being somewhat limited is still accurate. There are some things that you can't quite do on multiplayer, and you have to you would have to leave each other's party and then rejoin. Like, I'll just give you an example. So there's this big map called Ginormorcia, and this almost feels like a multiplayer focused map, and you can level up the zones. So like this zone starts at rank 1 and you can level it up to rank 3. Now you can come here and you can play in this zone together. You can collect area points and you can do all the cool stuff. However, while you're connected to each other, you can't go and adjust the towers and like the ranks and stuff. Real missed opportunity by the devs. So you can progress the game, you can play the game, but you can't progress the game. So for example, if I wanted to unlock this area right here, or this area, I need to go find a tower. I can't find that tower in multiplayer. It's there, but I can't click on it. I would have to go and unlock that tower in solo play, and then re-invite my partner or friend to join me in the new unlocked region. Does that make sense? So I just want to try to explain like a little bit of limitations, but in all reality, it's pretty good multiplayer. And the only thing that you're really limited on is doing story quests or doing life quests. Life quests are your class quests. Some of that stuff will not be progressed together. So let me give you an example of a life quest. One of the quests for mercenary might tell you if you want to become a master mercenary, you have to go slay a dragon. If you were to slay that dragon on multiplayer, it wouldn't count. You would have to go in solo play. You would have to go fight the dragon by yourself. Then you would progress your class. So that's just another example of where the limitations for multiplayer lie. You cannot use multiplayer to progress any story or quest, but you can use it to do everything else. Trade items with each other, spend time with each other in the game. Pretty cool stuff, right? So I'd say the multiplayer system is pretty well put together. It just sucks that you can't quest with each other. Yeah, same here, ball thing. I would like that as well. Ah, interesting. I just read your message. Yeah, I'm imagining that's true, actually. I'm not sure. What's up, Shadow Mousy? I think the most recent patch changed allowing quest progress in multiplayer. So yeah, Fricks Per Second is also confirming that there was an update associated with jobs and completing them in online sessions. So maybe they fixed it. Yeah, maybe they fixed it. Maybe they identified that it was a problem, or maybe it was an unintentional bug. Yeah, maybe they fixed it, dude. We'll have to test. I don't know if I got the patch because I've been playing all day. So I might need to log out and update to test. So we can just check tomorrow though. We'll when we log back in tomorrow, we'll do some tests with multiplayer. We'll see how it works. It was about 13 hours ago. Yeah, we'll do some testing soon, and we'll do some science. Once you enter the Coliseum, you cannot leave until you either win all 3 rounds or lose. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yeah, let's go. Yo, thank you, Zykes, for the gift of the gumdrop. That was kind of you, man. I got a link to that update. You can drop it if you're a sub. You can drop links. So, Dremdovakin says, would you recommend this game for a casual player of the genre? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would recommend this game for a casual fan of the genre. Yeah. Thank you for your patience. Let me go ahead and just read this real quick. So this is actually the patch notes right now. I'm talking about the update. So let me just see real quick here. Update 21st due to scheduling adjustments for rollout. There's issues fixed in 1.2.1 released around May 29th. Switch and Xbox got a couple fixes specifically, and then there's some workarounds. Switch and Xbox, other planned fixes. But here, fix an issue where players were unable to draw their weapon during the first battle tutorial. Added a feature called Instant Help to support players as they progress through their adventure. Adjusting multiplayer so that progress can be made on accepted quests even during multiplayer sessions. Ooh, there it is. Adjusted multiplayer so that progress can be made on accepted quests even during multiplayer sessions. Nice. So it sounds like they are approaching this and making the game even better for multiplayer. So cool. Hopefully they continue doing updates and stuff, right? All right, let's go. Are there any among you who have what it takes to best the great Fragile in all of his masterful macho and muscular glory? The Mysteria Cup is now in session. Let the tournament begin. Woohoo, muscle. Dude, look at my stupid dorky looking character. The date was the date said May 29th for the patch. So I don't know if like that's a patch that's coming later and we don't have it yet, or if there was already a patch that happened. I might have misread the date. I might have misread the date if somebody wants to double check. I think there was a comment about a future patch, and then there was one that happened just today. Yeah, so I might have misread. We'll kick off round one with our newcomer. Could that poker face be hiding a mean fighting machine? Look at my face. Probably non-main story. I don't think you're going to be able to play the main story together. I will say that. In the other corner, don't let your sweet exterior fool you, because they've got a tough core, the Cornella Corpse. We're going to shred these dudes.
I'm not backing down.
Dang, I got my weakest partners with me possible. Nice. I got them all poisoned. Let's switch to sleep arrows now. Let's see if we can poison them and put them asleep. I don't even know if that's possible. Nice, you can! You can sleep them and poison them! Nice, dude! Dude, I'm shredding. I had a level 1 artist and a level 22 carpenter with me. Not a single melee combat NPCs with me, so we're pretty much doing this solo, but at least we got some meat shields. I know you're all dying to see some more action, but we'll stop here for a quick break. Yeah, no worries, Stormy. Enjoy, dude. Yeah, enjoy your post-work vibes, man. Kind of reminds me of how Pokemon Scarlet worked. A little, even though you can't progress the story separately in the same world on multiplayer, I'm assuming. I'm at my first roadblock. I gotta get 6 peeps. Oh, there you go, Holy. So you can find random people in the Ginormosia. I found 2 there. I found 2 random NPCs there just to take home with me. Without further ado, let's start round 2. Uh-oh, we got some big boys. Brotherly bonds rock, and this pair doesn't take each other for granted. Please welcome the Golem Brothers. Dude, we're not doing any damage to these guys. Are you kidding me? All right, we got the poisons. Dude, thank goodness for poison, because I'm not doing any damage to these dudes. I might have to pull out my mage if I... No, I mean, we're fine. Maybe these guys are just super tough. I don't know, but I'll tell you, putting them asleep and poisoning them feels really good. Take a look at this, dude. They're both sleeping. All right, the other one woke up.
I'm not backing down.
Dude, I love the idea of hunters having status effects. I think this is so cool.
Oh, maybe I am the best.
All right, let's switch over to... Oh, we got my special attack. Lightning strike! Go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep. I guess these guys just don't take damage and you just have to deal with it. Yeah, the poison is super powerful. I'm glad you said that because I agree. I could use some SP potions, but
Gotta finish this.
I'm just trying to poison them.
Well, that was embarrassing.
I'm out of SP, but all right, let's use a potion here. Oh, I can use my bombs too? Sure. Sucker. Okay, the bomb was just cheesing at that point. All right, time for round 3. Victory is within our grasp. Our strong and silent hero Hylian advances to the next round, but can they make it through to the next battle? The next opponent to stand and face Hylian will be... Oh, this one's a doozy, folks. A dark force malicious warriors have made manifest. Give it up for the Shadowbringers.
What gives?
Shadow monsters, what are they doing here? I'm glad they heal us in between rounds. Nice. Poisons are down. Poisons are out. Let's go ahead and switch to sleep.
I'm not backing down.
Dang, we're losing people fast here though. These guys are tough because they paralyze. We can't let them get near us with that beam attack. That beam attack is brutal. It paralyzes you and you just sit there and take hits. It doesn't look like they're too affected by sleep, because we haven't been able to sleep them once, but we were able to poison them. All right, you seem good. Adoring fan incoming. Get out of here. Shadowbringers mentioned. Unbelievable. Newcomer Hylian has fought their way to the top and emerged victorious. But it's not over yet, as the winner Hylian has earned the right to a match with Fragile, our reigning champion. Who will the goddess of victory smile upon? Come back tomorrow and find out. Tomorrow? What? What is this? Congratulations, here's your prize for coming in first place. Wait, we got a Dragon Slayer sword, but look, it's a Strangeling. All right, we got the legendary sword. Now we can head back to Edward and...
Hey, over
Don't touch
here.
me.
Oh, what gives?
Oh, wait, you're a Strangeling? Hold on a second. Those piercing eyes, that grumpy voice, you're Glenn. Haha, look at you. You're so edgy. They turned you into a sword. Oh, that was a good joke. Hold on a second. After I lost to Virgil, I just woke up like this. I don't know what happened.
Hey, over here.
You are a lot. If you lot are looking to get your hands on that legendary sword, you'll have to beat him first. They say that the great sword of time is capable of cutting anything, but only the champion is allowed to wield it. That's why I decided to run the gauntlet myself, though you can see where that got me.
Oh,
That gives me an idea. Say, pal, how about you help us defeat Virgil? Do that for us, and we'll help you turn back to normal. Deal?
yeah.
Fine. Not like I can swing a sword in this sorry state anyways. That's so fun. I can't help but laugh at that, dude. I can't help but laugh at that. That was actually a pretty funny joke. You're so edgy, they turned you into a sword. Oh my lord.
Of my mighty muscles!
Uh-oh.
All right.
Look at these mounds. I could crush an apple with these babies. I hear Hylian is pretty tough cookie. Be careful out there, Sir Virgil. No cookie is too tough for my muscles. I'll make them crumble. Sir Virgil, a special someone has gifted you a protein supplement, wishing you luck on your next match. Yo, homie's about to drink that? All brawn, no brains. Always take your protein 3 times a day. That's the key to getting jacked. Yo, what's up, Spooky Argoth? I hope everything's all right, dude. Ooh, my seeds have grown. Ooh, water time. It's watering time. Tell him, Morgso. It's watering time. Ooh, looks like we have a boss spawning here. Very nice. One boss crop to rule them all. Looks like we have another boss crop coming up over there. Go big and strong, okay? So this is my base camp. And we've started doing some sort of decorating, but not a ton. Right. And we can go ahead and switch our party out and give ourselves maybe a little bit more of a fighting chance. We can grab ourselves our magician and our paladin. Since we leveled up the artist and the carpenter to level 30, I feel pretty content with them. Let's go switch them out. All right, party formation. All right, so Kikyo and Kanugi can go back. And then why don't we go ahead and grab Hazel, our mage, our paladin, Laura, and then we'll grab this new guy. Well, this new guy might be with us no matter what. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab the artist again. Yeah, the truth is this new guy might be part of our party, like just in the story. So let's go grab the new guy. Seeing the island so full of life brings me joy. Revert a strangeling. Watch, we're gonna help him and he's gonna be like, screw you guys. Watch. He's gonna be like, yeah, never mind. I don't want to help you. That's more like it. I can move my whole body again. Where in the story do you get the dungeons? It was around chapter 3 or 4. I think you might get the dungeons around chapter 4 when you get farming. Yeah. I think so. I think that's it. It's been a little bit, so I don't remember. All right, so we helped that guy out. So we have to go back to Swoleen Island. All right, let's go. Back to Swoleen. This game is cute. Yeah, cute's a good word to describe it for sure. Use on a friend. You're so edgy. They should turn you into a sword. I really do want to use that on a friend. I got a couple edge lords in my life.
Here.
Come to the beach. I'll teach you how to beat Fragile. Oh, nice. We're getting special training.
Very well.
Shady Sussa. His name is Sussa because he's sus. My carefully selected agents can complete any mission no matter how challenging. The word impossible isn't in their vocabulary. Sussa. These developers were having too much fun if you ask me.
Hey, over
Fighting stance now.
What gives?
What? We have to fight you? I need to see what you're capable of.
Let's do this.
Come on, Hylian. Let's see what you got.
Promise you'll be careful, everyone.
Dude, you're going down, Glenn. Dude, you're a chump, dude. You think you got what it takes to take me on, dude? Take a lightning bolt to the face. All right, let's see if we can put you asleep, you big baby. I mean, it helps that I have an actual combat classes with me. He's chewing through Laura, though.
No, I have much left to create.
Nice, we put him asleep. Nice, dude. Go to sleep, nerd. It's nap time. I like how the music stopped and everything. The music stopped and everything for the sleep. This game has multiplayer and co-op. The co-op isn't super fleshed out, Sebi's Gaming. And it's more like Mario and Cappy. It's like very light and fun, and you one person uses the bird and one person uses the main character, and you just have fun playing together. But then there's also online multiplayer as well. Don't get too excited. That was just a warm-up. Fragile will be far stronger than I. And you, Hylian, you have the fortitude of a wet noodle. You're stronger than before, sure, but you still need to build muscle. All right then, coach, train us up and we'll show you what we're made of. Ain't that right, Hylian? Yeah, of course, no problem.
What's up?
Oh, look, it's Grunt. What are you guys doing there? I've just received horrible news. Why are the grunts always the last ones to find out? It's Rem. She's... The princess has disappeared. She's gone missing, I tell you. Oh, I was told to keep quiet.
What gives?
Missing? Oh, how the heck did that happen? I don't know either. Ever since Master Ashin went to go find her in the Tropica Island, she hasn't returned. His Majesty is so worried he hasn't eaten a thing. That's why we've been looking everywhere to find her. That's awful. Where could she have gone? Uh-oh, our dragon's pissed.
What's up?
What's the matter? Something in that cave?
Oh,
Hey, look at this. It's Rem's work. She might be somewhere in that cave. Let's check it out.
hey, over
Wait,
here.
this is the Cave of Trials. There are deadly monsters in there.
Watch it.
All the more reason to hurry then. Our friend might be in danger. Sick. So are my lips. So we need chapstick. He said, you don't even lift, bro. Yeah, what's up, that guy? I think the game is worth the $60. I can answer that question with a solid yes. Now, I can't tell you if it's worth it for you, your time. You know, I'm not sure what kind of gamer you are. But I can tell you that I think the price tag is validated. I'm about 25 hours deep, and I think the price tag is pretty validated. Yeah, it's a full AAA release title, full feature presentation. The game feels fully fleshed out. You know, this ain't no early access nonsense. This ain't no release half a game and give you more content later. It seems like it's totally a full feature presentation, and it is worth the $60. So I'm sure we'll see DLC and stuff in the future, but friend, is the game too overwhelming, or can I play it for hours? No, you can play this game for as long or as short as you want. I think this game offers a lot of content, and it might be overwhelming in the sense of like possibilities, but I think the game is pretty boom. I think the game is pretty well paced, so you're not like overwhelmed too quickly. By the time you hit a point of like overwhelmed, you probably already have enough hours played that you won't feel overwhelmed at all, and you'll be fine, right? Does that make sense? By the time you get to the point in the game where like you feel like there's a lot going on, you're like pretty good by then. So, whoa, what now? I beat it at 42 hours, but I could see the end game lasting hundreds. There's definitely some AC vibes for sure, Sebas. There's like some base building, and oh wow, we're stuck in here. There's some base building, and there's some like kind of villager stuff going on, and there's some decorating. But I think it deviates after that. But there's definitely some AC energy, for sure. I don't think you're wrong at all if you feel that. All right, we can't touch this tree, but we can totally get this ore. So let's go for this ore. I didn't bring a mining companion with me, which sucks. So we're going to try to get this ore solo.
Excuse me.
And we'll see if we can pull this off. I'm playing on PC right now. But the Switch version came out, and I'm hearing pretty okay things about the Switch version. Seems like most people are content with the performance, which is the big thing. But also the graphics, you know, they're about as what you would expect for the Switch one.
Now things are getting exciting.
Oh, I think we're going to be okay to smash this. I think we got this. Pikachu. 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 I hope I answered your question, Ba Hortensia. Nice. Let's get some gold. This is our first time ever doing golds. Pikachu. P. Garugavesh! The loading is very short too. Like AC and H takes longer to load to do anything. I was wondering if this game would compensate with long loading times. So I actually really appreciate hearing that, because that's where I thought this game would falter. Is I figured if it was on the Switch, it was likely gonna be long loading times was gonna give it the like reasoning for, you know what I mean? Like I just thought that's how they were gonna compensate. So it's nice to hear it's not too bad. Are there any different mechanics with gold versus platinum? So no, there's no different mechanics with the ores themselves. They're just harder to beat down. They heal faster. You know, the stuff that you would expect.
Now things are getting exciting.
I will say that, and then there's also like boss nodes, right? So there's like regular nodes, then there's like great deposits, and then there's like the boss stuff, which you probably saw a little bit of that over while we played this. So yeah, most of the different mechanics when it comes to mining and stuff comes down to the not the type of ore necessarily, but more so the size of the deposit or the type of deposit.
Now things are getting exciting.
Now, maybe later that's different. Maybe there are different mechanics and like different strategies as the game progresses that I don't know about, right? Yeah, Xanax, I noticed that. It's so goofy. Like, Why even bother putting those tips? We can't read them. I don't know if we can go for the great deposit. Let's try. Whoa, Stormy hit us with the 3 months for tier 1. Stormy! Whoa, round of love in the chat or some hype if you got a free hand. I don't think we can do this one. This one's going to be cutting it real close. Now we can practice backing out really fast and SP potioning.
I'll support you all the way.
Dang it, I wasn't fast enough. All right, let's do this one instead. I tried to use my Prime account, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, well, I'm sorry you're having trouble with Prime, but I really appreciate you. You do get a discount for going a little bit in advance, so just know that my value exchange here as a creator is I will bring my best every day. And I try to stream 6-7 days a week. I try to bring my best every day. Even if I got 50%, you get 50. If I got 100, you get 100. If I got 120 to give, you can have the full 120. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. And welcome to the community. Welcome in here. The Deku Scrubs have been waiting. If you're a Discord user, you can attach your Twitch account to your Discord and you can join our subscribers lounge and get access to some
Excuse me.
supporter exclusive benefits. Otherwise, no pressure, and enjoy the show. What do those do? Wait, what's up, Lovatic? What do you mean? Are there no mining buddies? There are. I just didn't bring them with me because I thought I was doing combat. Yeah, I have 2 mining buddies I could have brought with me, but I thought I was going to be fighting stuff, so I decided to bring some combat boys. And you have to switch that stuff at your base camp. Now, I could have went back to my base camp and switched them out real quick, but I didn't know what I was getting into. Yeah, dude, I could have if I had at least 1 mining companion with me, we could have got that for sure. 100%. I don't remember how you switch between targets when you're locked on. They said something about it in the tutorial, and I don't remember how it works. Anybody know with their controller how you switch targets when you're locked on?
Excuse me.
Okay, ready to drop it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do is look at the tutorials again. Is the battling hard or easy? So I've only battled as a hunter and a magician. So I would say that the combat on average is pretty lighthearted, but I think the game has potential to be difficult at times. And then it also depends on what you're doing as far as like your companion. So you see how this is my party. I have a party of 3 people with me. These are all NPCs. And you can party up, you can give them equipment, right? You can give them equipment and skills and make them stronger. So if you're leaning into this stuff, like if you're like leaning into the equipment thing and like really like trying your best to do the most damage and stuff, I think you will be fine. I wouldn't even call it difficult. However, you could also not even play with any companions, and you could not give them any gear and any weapons, and you could kind of just float through it and take some extra challenges as you go. You know what I mean? So I would say, again, on average, it's pretty lighthearted combat, and only every once in a while when I fight a boss do I feel like I'm being a little stressed. And usually it's because I'm either alone or I'm fighting something that's way higher level than me. Usually, like if I'm struggling fighting something, it's because it's way higher level, or I decided not to bring any companions because I like a challenge. Yeah, sorry, I did miss that question. Thank you for answering. Yeah, what's up, Lovatic? You're always welcome to pop in here. So here, I'll go back and I'll show you real quick. So throughout the game, there's different things you can collect. So this is a tree, and if I was a lumberjack, I could cut it. And this is an ore. And you mine these big rocks, or you cut these trees, or you can fish, or you can farm. And you take these materials and you use them for different things, like mostly crafting, but also for quests and the like. Yeah. What is character combat progression? Skill tree? Yeah, it's based off of a blend of equipment and skill trees. So every life in the game gets another skill tree. See, so every life has its own skill tree and its own set of levels and its own progression. So let me give you the best example I can, and this will answer your, if you're a gamer, you'll get this for sure. So let me show you what my character looks like before and after gear. So if I go here, I think, how was I looking at that before? I figured out a really good way to look at my character's stats without gear. Okay, so dang it, I swear there was a really good way to see, like, this is what my character's attack is. And then this is what my bow is. So I know where to see the bow stuff, but I don't remember where to see my character's attack stats. Is it outfits? I don't think it was there, but we can look. No, yeah. It's not characters, is it? Let me see. Yeah, I just found this earlier and I was like, oh wow, this helps me like pay attention to like my like what my character's doing. So here, we'll just do it the hard way. Cause sorry, I'm getting tired and I don't remember. So for example, here's my hunter and he has 356 attack. However, my bow is 171 of it. So this is the other way out. This is, you know, now you have to do some math, but you get it. So my bow is 171 attack, but my character as a total has a 356. So if I go into my skill tree, you can see that some nodes give you attack. So you see like plus 10 attack, plus 10 attack, plus 5 attack, plus 5 attack, plus 5 attack. So you use skills, but then you also use equipment, and it's a blend for progression. So hopefully that helps. What's up, Zwadar? Oh, we got some sleepy radishes out here. We're about to wake them up. We're about to give them the biggest wake-up call they've ever gotten. You ready for this? Watch this. Wake up! So yeah, you're watching Hunter gameplay. I'll show you some Magician gameplay next, all right? Now, unfortunately, Hunter and Magician are kind of similar. So as you can tell, I have a bow. I have multiple different attacks I can use. I get a really cool looking dash as a Hunter. This is a Hunter's exclusive skill right here. So every character gets a dash. Every character gets a dodge, but Hunter gets a super sick dodge. Right? Now I can switch over and show you Magician. So now Magician just has the regular dodge. So it's a lot slower. It doesn't have that same pace that the Hunter has. But I'm still a ranged type though. I'm still a ranged. Oh, we started a fight with this. So you see, I'm still ranged. And I have spells. I can do an AoE attack. I can do one of these. I can also charge and shoot a big arcane beam out. I can also switch between offensive magic and defensive magic, and I can heal myself. Or I can switch and give myself a shield. So the magician is pretty interesting. You are a lot slower than the hunter, but you're still ranged combat. You have a really nice option to push stuff away from you. You can give yourself a shield that gives you defense and magic defense. You can heal yourself. And you also have some pretty strong offensive power overall. So the magician is like another form of ranged combat. Now, I unfortunately don't have all the lives, so I can't show you. There's a mercenary and there's a paladin. The paladin is like a tank, and they can even use self-healing, AoE healing abilities. So like if you're close enough to the paladin and it uses its heal, it can heal the team. That's the magician can't do that, at least not at my level. My magician's only a level 20. And the mercenary runs around with a sword and slays stuff just like full-on melee. So I don't have these two, so I can't show you those, but I'm just kind of giving you a taste of these. And just to kind of answer the question before it comes in, you can play any class you want, and you can switch between them at any time. I'm a farmer. I'm a cook. I'm a hunter. I'm a magician. So you can take every life. You can switch between them freely. They all have their own progression, their own experience, their own skills. So the real question is not can you play all the lives, but what lives do you plan to master? Which ones are you going to focus on first? So there's combat, gatherer, and there's crafting. And I'm choosing the master hunter for combat. So I didn't grab the other ones. I can grab them though. That was my point, is that I could have them and I could show them off. I just haven't gotten that far yet because I'm kind of taking my time. So I eventually will have all of the lives and I can show them all off and stuff. But yeah, this is on Switch. I'm playing on PC right now, but it is on Switch to answer that question. Yo, good to see you, Oshi. Yeah, it just came out on Switch and it's running pretty good on Switch from reports from the community. So seems like a fine Switch pickup. It's not trashy, it's not laggy. It seems like a fine Switch pickup. It just maybe doesn't look as pretty. And that's literally about it. So I have all the lives, but I don't know which one to master. Right, that's the question, huh? So what you can do is what some people are doing, Dweeby, is they're leveling up all of the lives to level 10 first, so that they have a good idea of what every life is like before they choose what to master. So what you could do is you could just slowly work on all of the lives, get them all up to like level 10, 15, 20. 10's pretty reasonable. 15, 20 might be a little while. And then you could sit down and say, okay, now that they're all level 10, what do I want to focus on? Give yourself a little bit of a taste of everything, you know? Booting this up on Steam Deck right now. Nice. So like the elemental shot abilities you're doing, is that tied to the bow or the skill tree? That's tied to the class. So now there is elemental bows. There is weapons that have elemental features. I have a leaf bow, and the leaf bow does earth damage. So you are thinking correctly, right? I can show you in my items here. I have a flame claymore. I have a blaze bow. I have a wind claymore. So these weapons do naturally carry elemental damage. And you could switch between the right bow and the right sword to fit the circumstance. Some creatures are going to be weak and strong to melee and to magic. Some are going to be weak to fire and strong to water. However, as far as my spells go, that is based off of the skill tree and the class itself. So my ability to cast poison, that's because I am a hunter and I chose a skill in the skill tree that gave me the option to cast poison. So your skill tree determines your spells. Your weapons are just equipment. They don't give you any abilities or anything like that. What's that super bow with the cool background? Probably one that came from the DLC. I spent an extra $10 to get the deluxe edition so I could play the game early and showcase it to the community. And they gave me this super fancy Snapdragon bow. So here's what I could do with this bow. I could go to my outfit section and I could put the Snapdragon bow on cosmetically. And now my bow looks super badass, but in my equipment menu, I'm using the better bow because my leaf bow is actually better than the one they gave us for DLC. So how cool is that? You can do cosmetics. So now, even though I'm using the leaf bow, it looks like I'm using that super sick bow that you just called out. Yeah, so good call out, because I forgot that I could do that. All right, let's keep going. What's up, Chris? Yeah, you can master as many as you want. It just takes a while. So in the 3DS, so I don't know for sure, but I can tell you that the 3DS version of the game, I heard that it can take anywhere between 20 and 30 hours to master a skill. So mastering takes a while. Mastering is going to take a while. Now, I don't know if the 3DS version works the same. I'm not sure. Or, you know, this version versus the 3DS. They could have maybe dumbed it down a little bit. Maybe they made it a little easier, right? I'm not sure. But from the sounds of it, you're not going to just be mastering skills lightly. Yeah, you're gonna be taking a while to master skills, and that's the whole point of the game. The idea is that that's the bulk of the content, is mastering your skills. Like, that's endgame stuff. Like, apparently the story in the original was only 10 or 15 hours long. But then you spent the rest of your time mastering skills and doing crazy stuff like that.
Let's do this.
I heard it's 50 to master one skill, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I looked it up. The original story was to chapter 5. Does the mage have an ability to change elements like in the original game? Yeah, but I haven't unlocked it yet. So the reason I know for sure is because right now I've been unlocking different damage. Look at this. I unlocked fire damage and water damage and wind damage. But I haven't gotten the ability to switch spells yet. So I'm imagining that that's going to come later. Right? Skill, light, dark, conjure a giant black hole. So here's a skill right here. Look at that one. I can conjure a giant black hole. There. So like, yeah, I think I just haven't gotten that far into the skill trees yet. Adds a new effects to each magic mode. Yeah, I just think that I need more time. My mage is only level 20, so I don't really know for sure. That's the one that's pretty under-leveled. I think you hovered over the swap damage, did I? Lurking because you're much further along, so I'm trying not to pay attention. But for those wondering, I did 2 full playthroughs of the base game and DLC on the 3DS. And it took about 120 hours to 100% everything. And the DLC took a further 80. So there you go, right? Did I hover over swap? It's probably up here. special skill wind. So yeah, that's at special skill wind. Arrow rain. Oh, I'm in hunter. What am I doing? Oops, sorry. Yeah, so here's a special skill there. Reduces charge time, adds new effects to each magic mode. Spell boost, reduces charge time. Unlocks charge attacks, Mystic Punishment, Arcane Barrier, and Healing Forest. Ooh, we gotta unlock that, dude. That sounds amazing. Press R to temporarily but dramatically reduce SP consumption. Unleash a barrage of stars that fall from the sky. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of elemental magic stuff going on, but I just don't have access to it yet. Swap is one up from the middle. Maybe it's not part of the skill tree and you unlock it by increasing rank.
I'll support you all the way.
Oops. I didn't heal my SP.
I'll support you all the way.
I need to heal up real quick. Nice. Got some solid farming in. Yeah, enjoy your lurk, Dazza. Yeah. No problem, buddy.
I'll support you all the way.
Phew. Phew. Talk about some farming. We're doing combat. We're farming. What kind of game is this? We're farming. We're combating. Allows you to switch magic spells by holding down RB. Yeah, so switch magic might not be the same with what the person was asking. So what switch magic allows me to do, and I don't know, maybe is this at all similar? Maybe this is how they did Magician in this game. So I can swap between arcane magic. I can swap to a shield. I can give myself a shield, so defense magic. So arcane guard. And then I have arcane heal. And then I have arcane blast. So this is just me swapping between my different available skills. But like I said, there's definitely elemental spells. Because I'm looking at them right here. Like, look, this is a skill. Light a black hole. There's another one over here somewhere. So yeah, maybe as you rank up, they just give you the option to switch to like I said, wind damage, water damage, fire damage. Instantly got me thinking that there was going to be some elemental stuff going on. So yeah, maybe we just don't all the way know how we are going to unlock it. And in 3-, you could use fire, water, wind, earth, swapping using the D-pad, and then the different buttons would do different attacks. It looks to me like it's completely different in this game. My guess is that the elemental damage is now tied to the staff. Interesting. So, oh, I see. So if I had a staff that had a little fireball, then I would be doing fire damage. Oh, and if I had a staff that had a little leaf, then I'd be doing earth damage. That's cool. That's a decent approach towards mage. So you can focus on just one element, but you still get to keep your heal and your defense and all that. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. All right. It's farming time.
Now things are getting exciting.
Dude, I love this game. I love that I can go from fighting monsters to farming in like the same breath. I like cozy games. I like JRPGs, grinding things to max level. This game might be for you, bud. If your wallet's wincing, I understand. But this game might be for you. I've been considering getting this game. So far, do you feel like it's worth the price tag? I do. No, I don't think farming has sweet spots. So no, like
Now things are getting exciting.
the boss battles do though. The boss battles have like a sweet spot kind of system, but not just like regular farms don't quite have anything like that, it seems. You know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed something, but nice.
Yes, we did it.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think this game's worth the price tag. If you're a fan of these types of games, I could even go as far as recommending the game to you. Like if you know what you like and you're a fan of these styles of games, then like I could totally recommend the game. But instead of giving you a recommendation, what I can say is, yes, it is worth the $60. I don't like to give game recommendations out too often because there's a lot of power behind that. And I would hate for somebody to buy a game and then not like it. But they bought it because I recommended it. So instead, my approach towards that kind of conversation is I like to do what I call as soft recommendations. And I just like to preface stuff with, if you are a fan and if you kind of know what you're getting into, if you watched enough of the game and you know what you're getting into, then yes, you 100% are going to enjoy this game. It has a lot of content. I think it's worth the $60 as far as like getting your gameplay worth. Now, I should say, like, on a biased note, I don't buy games based off of how many hours I put into it, though. I stopped doing that. I used to buy games based off of the amount of hours I put in, but now I kind of base it off of the value of the experience. So, like, I'm okay with buying Mario Wonder, even though it's only 20 hours of gameplay, for $60. I think Mario Wonder was worth it, even though it was like literally 10 hours of gameplay outside of the extra content, maybe 20, 30 otherwise. That was a very worth it for me game. Where some people might look at that and say that's literally highway robbery. So to clarify, I think this game not only has the hour value, but I also think it has just value in general. Like, I think the game itself is well put together. It's fun to play. It's enjoyable. And even if you only played this game for 30 hours, I think you would get your money's worth. I also think you can sit down and play this game for hundreds of hours and you are going to be getting plenty of your money's worth, right? Like, so this game kind of has both, which is pretty cool. Alright, sick. Nice. Let's go turn that daily quest in real quick. I think if you see triple dots, the sweet spot is directly 180 from it. Yes, that's what I was told earlier, which is really nice as far as the mining goes. I'm still kind of learning that, but yeah, I think you're not just, you're 100% right about that. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it works. Can we get through this seal? Interesting. Oh, okay, we're going up. Okay. Well, I haven't gotten very far in the game. I do hope they add DLC. Yeah, I think they will. I imagine DLC is right around the like realm of possibilities because of how much DLC was in the first. So they seem like a very DLC friendly company. And who knows, maybe the DLC will even be more hardcore than we realize, because now we're in 2025 and like, you know, there's the technology's better. What, are you healing? So it's not just the 3DS anymore, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they can do a lot of crazy stuff with the DLC. Maybe they can add like whole new lives, right? Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the DLC for the other one added lives, but maybe they'll drop DLC with new lives. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like that'd be cool as heck, right? I don't know. It did add ranks though. It did add ranks in the DLC. That's cool. Beyond Hero. So I definitely see DLC in this game's future. It just makes too much sense because of how they treated the first game. You never know, but I think it makes too much sense. Shredded. Doom, 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 doom. Off to work. Yo, Smitty, have a great day, buddy. Have a great day. Thank you for your thoughts. I appreciate it. I'm 1000% into this kind of game and definitely thinking of getting it sooner than later. I think you're in a good position to pick this game up when you're ready and to enjoy it. I think this game has a lot, man. This is my first Fantasy Life, so I can't stress it enough that I'm honeymooning big time with this game right now, but like this game is good. Like I'm trying to temper my words here. If you haven't noticed, I'm being very precise. I'm being very calm. But I'll be real with you. I'm having a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun with this game. Like I'm obsessed and it's really good, dude. It's really good, dude. But like that's super biased and that's just a me thing. So like I'm not, when people ask me for advice about the game, I'm trying to give them super fair and realistic answers. I'm trying to take my personal bias out. So just know, like, if you were to just ask me like what my honest opinion was, I'm crying over here. I don't want to sleep. I just want to keep playing. What's bad, dude? Like, I can't think. It's all this game right now. I haven't eaten. I haven't slept in days. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'm having fun, man. Yeah. This game is super cool, dude. This game is super cool, man. Yeah, apparently they did Dark Cloud. I didn't know that until today, Grizz. And I love the original Dark Cloud. The original Dark Cloud was sick. I didn't play Dark Cloud 2, unfortunately. I love that feeling of finding a new game. Yeah, dude, I'm in right now. And I'm loving it. Purchase has been made. Very nice. What's up, T-Name? Origin Island was a great addition for the original game. Depending on what they have for endgame here, I see a potential for DLC to add that icing on the cake. I imagine this game was 13 years from the original. I imagine they have a ton of plans. They have a ton of plans. You know what I mean? Yep, that's right. So that's exactly how I describe it. Lith, it seems like you and I are similar gamers. This is a single player game first, with the option of multiplayer. Yep. That's exactly how I've been wording it all day. This is a single player game with the option for a bunch of fun multiplayer interactions. You could play this whole game by yourself and have just as much fun as somebody who plays online. You might even have more fun. So yeah, like very much a single player game first, and that's what I've been trying to express to people, because some people have been asking if it's like an MMORPG and stuff, and it's like nah. That's not quite what's going on here. This is very much a single player game first. Uh-oh, we got some story stuff. If you're avoiding spoilers here, just giving you a heads up. We've been going through this cave.
Whoa!
Rem! Yeah, same here, Nix. I'm a pretty solo gamer, so I'm right there with you. Grar, rar, roar!
Ah, what
Growler,
gives?
you're all beat up. I like how I'm wearing my mining outfit in the cutscene. That's cute. Dang it, wake up, Rem! Hylian? Trip? Little G? Grrrr! Uh-oh. Protect Rem. Oh man, the little baby dragon's about to pop off. Squeal, growl. Oh dang, dude, he tried, man. He tried. Little G, no! Stop it! Don't hurt!
No, stop!
My friend! Mora Tempo! Drinking me an IPA? I know you like a beer sometimes, HD. I wonder, do you dig an IPA? IPAs are a little bit rough for me, but the right IPA will hit the right spot for me. But it's not my first go-to of a brewski. But the right IPA will hit the spot, especially on tap. Outside, quickly. All right, nice. All right, we're skedaddling. Let's go.
Oh,
Shit's about to go down. Oh, Lady Rem, thank goodness you're okay. We should report to His Majesty as soon as possible.
hey, over here.
Wait, that dragon is wounded. Give it some aid, will you? Yes, sir.
So,
I finally know who I am, and I know Skelegon's secret. Yeah, me too.
excuse me.
I sense a strong miasma emanating from the Colosseum. We should hurry, Hylian. Ooh, it's Colosseum battle time? Are we about to fight this goon? All right, let's cruise. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh, are you ready to enter? No, I'm not. I need to save. It's been a while. You should try Belching Beaver's Peanut Butter Milk Stout. Ooh, that sounds delicious. All right, here we go. We're going in. I didn't mean to say no again. Stop it, game. All right. I've been waiting for you. Crimson chin ass looking mother. Fajil, you're way too early for our match, pal.
No.
Hold on, something's a little bit off about him.
Very well.
Indeed, the evil miasma has corrupted him from within. It's Majin Fragile. Whereas the little M on his forehead is covered up by the helmet. What's that? Beautiful muscles of mine? You wish to hear the adoring screams of the crowd? Hey there, don't worry. Fragile will make sure you get to hear all the screaming you want. There's only one thing left for me to say. Wet noodles have their own strength. They're flexible. Be yourself and you'll be fine. What? What kind of backwards ass comment was that? I hate you.
Some of these
Come here, runts! My muscles are going to turn you all into strangelings! Let's go! Fight! First, we're going for poison. Perfect dodge, baby. You ain't got nothing on me, son. Poison it. Let's go for sleep. Oh, he's hitting hard. He's hitting hard. I highly doubt this guy can get put to sleep, dude. There's no way, right? Nice poison arrow level 2. Dude, bringing actual combat characters in here is just made all the difference. Like, I recommend any player, if you're looking for like a little bit more of a challenging experience, just don't even bother playing with the companions. Like, when it comes to combat, use the companions for mining and stuff, but because like I'm having fun with this game regardless, but I think I'll be mostly avoiding the companions because I just like running around by myself. It reminds me of Tears of the Kingdom and like the spirits. Like I never use them. Fine display of skill. My biceps are singing thanks to our glorious battle of brawn. What a delight. What a delight? You were going to turn us into strangelings just 2 seconds ago. Strangelings? I have no idea what you're talking about, my feathered friend. Apologies, my memory is a bit hazy since I drank Master Ashan's special protein. My, you have quite the big mouth, Fragile. Oh, man. It's the obviously bad guy that was not trying to be a bad guy, but obviously revealed himself as a bad guy that we all can tell because he wears open-toed sandals, and that's gross! Though I suppose I was the fool for putting my trust in a meat-headed brute such as you. Ashan!
Lady Ram.
Oh, I see our beloved princess is already awake. That won't do. I was hoping to run a gamut? I don't know, of experiments before disposing of you. I'm afraid I'll have to put you to sleep. Permanently. Gamut, thank you.
More tempo.
Dunkin' Donuts' new tropical guava refresher? Ooh, I haven't had Dunkin' in a while. Ah, is that all you can muster? Dude, this dude's dark wizard status. Nothing can stand in my way now. Whoa! I am Xernes, the god who shall rule over a world born anew. I love that laugh soundbite. Say farewell to your precious Reveria while you can. Dude, this dude's badass. I'm not gonna lie. He went from open-toed sandals to actual legendary villain. Even the game knew that he had to switch those sandals out. You know what I mean? Like they knew. Rem. Gimmet.
My apologies.
Or Gamut. Hylian, I can't thank you enough for finding Rem. I will return to my kingdom. Men, I command you to track down Ashan, or rather, this Xernes. Of course, Your Majesty.
Hey, pal.
Come on, let's do what we can to help. We can start by getting that legendary greatsword. Yo, give me my sword, dude. You must have a good reason to seek the great sword of time. Take it, it's yours. What? It was that easy? Dang, look at that sword. Dang, Ma, that sword looks sick. Now that we have the great sword, we can finally take down that freaky Hagram. An opponent worthy of the great sword of time? Sounds like a proper fight. I'm coming with you. Yes. This better be good.
Hey, over
Rumors say that everyone who lost to you has since gone missing. What did you do? Did you turn them into strangelings? Why? Did Xernes tell you to do that? I'm afraid I can't say. I really, seriously don't remember. But that doesn't excuse my actions. Forgive me for helping that evil man. If it's any consolation, I've decided to open up the Colosseum to help you buff up your skills. Ooh, congratulations. You can now enter battles at the Swolene Colosseum. Talk to the guard at the entrance. I'll be waiting for the day when we can cross swords again. Until then, may all of your gains be mighty. Beep, 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 beep. Poof. No, what happened? Trip, are you all right? Poor souls, allow me to extend a merciful hand to thee. Seek the cave that lies on the coast northwest of Eternia Village.
What's up?
What? Is this supposed to be the voice of some ghost? I don't understand what's happening, but it sounds like we need to head to Eternia Village in order to help your friend. Let's go. Funny, because I think we've been to that cave. I went through it in multiplayer, but there was nothing at the end because it was probably a quest. All right. Nice. So we got out of that. Seems like we're... Oh, it's this... Never mind. Different cave. Yeah, different cave entirely, I think. Nice, nice. I was wondering if... Oh, we have to help Trip first. They're actually stopping our freedom. I didn't think they would do that. That's interesting. All right, let's go. Let's go help Trip. They don't do that too often at this point in the game. But I'm on a quest and... Looks like we need to... Offer up the sleeping fowl to me, and I shall grant him respite. I saw this cave at the very beginning of the game, actually, because I was exploring and I didn't know what was going on here. The path ahead is fraught with darkness. Offer up the fowl and the fowl alone. Save the chicken, save the world. Save the cheerleader and the chicken. Save the world. Check it out, everyone. I feel as fit as a feather.
Hey, pal.
And I figured out who the scary ghost was. You should go in, Hylian. Enter the cave. What is going on here? What?
Gotcha.
She's the one that fixed me up, and thanks to her, my helmet is back to normal. And guess what? That ghost we kept hearing, it was her the whole time. Oh no, why'd you have to go and tell them? It's over, they're gonna hate me.
Hey, pal.
So you're that alchemist master apprentice, aren't you? Oh, I knew she was familiar. Well, yes, I'm Mira.
Hey, watch
Oh,
it.
just get over with it already. I'm gonna tell them myself. So basically, they were curious about our search for strangelings, but they were too shy to ask us. That's why they pretended to be a ghost. And get this, Mira's the one who invented my helmet. Yes, I based it off my idol, Professor Kemmel.
Huh?
Seriously, I can't believe that weirdo was the model. But there's no time for that. Apparently she's been studying the Cog of Time. Show her the blueprint. Well, this is a turn of events. Whoa, whoever drew this must have been studying it for ages. The details are so intricate. And this? That's strange. Wait, that can't be.
What's up?
What's the matter? Spit it out already. The cog, it's powered by life energy. In all my documentation, I've never seen any mention of this mechanism.
Huh?
Life energy? That's the stuff that gets sucked out when you get turned into a strangeling, right? Yes, I think whoever drew this blueprint might have been stealing people's life energy in order to move the cog. I think you're exactly right. When the cog of time shines bright, this world will disappear. Say farewell to your precious world while you can. Never mind, he still had the sandals on in that outfit. I was wrong. I was wrong. Villain ruined. Return to the present. Yeah, never mind. Villain ruined. All right, back to the present. No socks, though. At least he's doing it proper. If you're going to be putting some sandals on, just let the grippers free. I didn't think you would have the gall to show your face again. You who failed to rid us of that pesky children. Pathetic. Dang, little crow. Why must I be surrounded by useless idiots? Call.
What do you want?
Oh, and yet your loyalty persists? Stubborn as ever, I see. What a strange bird you are. Soon enough, the cog shall have its fill of life energy. And finally, the world shall go back to the way it was. Whoa, it showed a girl and a baby purple dragon. What's going on there? The dawn of a perfect world shaped lovingly by my own hands. I can hardly wait. Whoa! Spyro's been born. Defeat Guardian Hagram. That's what we have to do next. Whoa, we got a level 15 Spirit Radish to take down, baby. Look at this thing. All right, here, let me save the game, and then let me show y'all the boss fight for farming real quick, because it's the funniest thing ever. They play boss music and everything for this. Mahi-ma. Mahi. Mahi. As someone who wears sandals pretty much everywhere, I feel attacked. All right, maybe I'm projecting a little bit. I'll take it back. Epic battle with my garden. On fire! Yeah, like, this game's so goofy like that, dude. It's so good. It's absolutely so good, dude. It's absolutely so good. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We are gonna go ahead and call it there. I know, dude. I want to keep playing too, chat. I know, dude. We're gonna call it there. We'll be back tomorrow. So hit that follow button if you're on YouTube, subscribe, and make sure you hit that like. I do have a Fantasy Life episode 2 coming out on YouTube at 8 p.m. tonight. And if you already missed it, here is my playlist for episode 1. So if you would like to keep watching me play Fantasy Life, there you guys go, right there in the chat. That playlist will lead you to episode 1 from Sunday. Episode 2 from Monday will be released tonight at 8 p.m. And this episode will be posted tomorrow if things work out the way that they should. Thank you so much for coming through, everybody. No raid tonight. We're going to fade out of here, all right? We're going to fade out of here. What's up, Paris? Good to see you today. Yo, another wonderful episode of Fantasy Life. And yes, we will be back with more Fantasy Life tomorrow. And I'm very excited to be able to say that. I'm looking forward to playing more of this game with all of you. Looking forward to it. So hopefully y'all come on by. We'll do some more Fantasy Life tomorrow. I do have some other games I'd like to get on the docket this week. So we might be mixing it up as the weekend progresses, but I think tomorrow we're locking in with another day of Fantasy Life. I think it'll be a good vibe. It just came out officially yet today. People want to watch more Fantasy Life, and I want to play more. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? All right, so thank you so much, everyone. I really do appreciate y'all. It's been a beautiful broadcast. It's been an absolute beautiful broadcast. Holy bananas, Gorilla. Thank you, Cozy. Thank you, Cozy. Dazabon got to catch up, baby. get your game on. I got to catch up at some point so I don't have to avoid spoilers. Well, once we get through the story, you can also just watch the game, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure we'll be done with the story tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. Things seem like they're ramping up. So we'll probably lock in here. Thank you so much, everyone. Much love to all of you that have tuned in here today. To all the fresh faces out there, welcome to my broadcast. Welcome to my little home on Twitch. I always say, if you're not here for the game, if you're not here for me and my big old mug, you're here for the community. It's one of the best communities on the platform. And I couldn't do it without each and every one of y'all. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thanks for just enjoying my show, because that's really where the fulfillment lies for me, that there are people out there that enjoy my content. So this is Highly in Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyrule Gaming Group production. If I don't see y'all here tomorrow for more Fantasy Life, the girl who steals time, I'll see you when I see you, fam. Don't forget to game on. And of course, as always, peace. Wrap it up and on to the next episode. Peace. Yo, Stormy came for the beard and stayed for the community. Stormy D, Ghostblade, Spartan, Keisha, Tima, Ryan Perp, Dazabound, Alith, Ash370. You got some Legends Arceus to watch? Yeah, I sing during that video, so be warned. Xanax, Sibo, Slick Thief, Tima, Cushy Bear, baby. I'll see you in the Discord, Slick Thief. Yo, Paris River. Anybody else I missed out there, y'all? I love y'all and appreciate y'all. And I'm honored to be a part of your daily routines. And I'm certainly honored to have you as a part of mine. But until next time, this is Highly in Descent signing off. Peace. Hit them cat jams, baby. Peace.